Star wipe. Don't knock over
We
all the
star wipe
terrain.
to me elbowing this. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Staff Showdown today, March 20th.
I believe so.
I remember the date.
Last I checked.
It's been an interesting mix of working in the office and working from home with the current situation, so things are starting to blend together. But welcome, everybody. We are going to be playing Warcaster today. Thanks for joining us. If you've never watched one of our streams before, we stream twice every week. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. is the dev hangout between Oz and I, where we talk about upcoming rules for games and what we're working on. Next week will be Riot Quest. We'll be showing off rules, Riot Gear cards, and War Machine rules for those models. Get Your Paint On with Jordan Lamb is every Thursday, where Jordan paints the miniatures we make and basically goes over hobby tips and tricks. Staff Showdown is a semi-regular show where we play the games we make. There's going to be another one, March 24th.
Yeah. We're not sure what we're playing yet.
It's a mystery game.
Yeah.
And then Hobby Hangout with Brian and Danny. That's where they show you how to do conversions, terrain making, cleaning your models, building your models, things like that.
Yep.
Their next show is on April 3rd. If you're watching us on Twitch right now, I do want to let you know we are taking subscriptions, and we've been getting a ton. The more subscriptions we get, the more emojis we unlock.
Yep.
We back-to-back unlocked the Riot Quest loot coin and the center up emoji for the paint stream to let them know to center up, which apparently I saw some clips spread on social media yesterday that Jordan got sassy with people about the center up emoji.
Hey, Jordan gets sassy all the time. I knew it was going to happen, but Tony thought it was a good idea, so he went with it.
We have a mystery emote coming up once we get to 175 subs. So if you're thinking about subbing, or if you need to renew your sub, don't forget you can do that.
Also, use your Twitch Prime. Just click that button. It's free.
Over on the mini crate side of things, we have a new mini crate model available in the War Machine Hordes line. We have Kara, the Sloan Ranger.
I love this model. It's such a bad pun.
The dad jokes.
Yep.
That is available till April 19th. It's alternate Kara Sloan. And if you do a 6-month subscription, you get a VIP model, basically a free model every cycle. The current one is 00 Debray, an alternate Anastasia. Over on the Legend of the Five Rings side of things, Shiba Tsukune is the current Legend of the Five Rings model. You have till April 5th on that.
Yep.
And then Tengu Sensei, still available till May. So if you do a 6-month sub there, you'll get your cool bird angel. I know it's not really a bird angel.
He always says bird angel.
But look at it.
I think at this point you're just doing it to bother me.
I'm not. It's a bird angel. Over on the Savage Mini Crate side of things.
You could also say it's a bird person.
I could say it's a bird person. We finally have Cull the Conqueror.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah. So Cull, been one of the original Robert E. Howard creations. We finally have a miniature of him. Looks fantastic. Kind of like the precursor to what Conan was.
Yep.
And Red Sonja, another incredibly popular Robert E. Howard character, is the VIP model.
And this Cull is literally a swords and sandals model.
Yeah.
He's got sandals on. He's carrying a sword. So there you go.
Now, in addition to all these sweet things, your Tengu Senseis, your Kara Sloans, Kara the Sloan Ranger, and your Culls, today's the last day of the Warcaster neo-mechanika Kickstarter. We're up to 420K.
Yeah? I'm going to check my phone while you're
So
talking.
I would say you just need to blaze in your pledge and just get us past that 420 and see if we can get all the way up to the next few possible unlocks.
Wow. We didn't talk about that before the show at all, by the way. That was not something that was discussed and coordinated between anybody or approved by, I don't know, your supervisor.
You're my boss.
I know.
450 is the next big major unlocks, and 500 if we can get there. But I think 450 is a very reasonable goal before this show.
And we have 13 hours.
The Kickstarter ends.
We have 13 hours left according to the Kickstarter right now.
I almost said before the show ends. If we can get to 450 before this stream ends, yeah.
Hey, we've done other things like that.
So let's talk about what we're doing today. We're playing Warcaster.
What are we doing today?
So Oz and I have played 2 games on the stream. The first one was sort of the intro to the game before people had seen the rules, which I won. Then we played a skirmish game with 6 units aside, which we tied.
A perfect tie.
And now we're going to be playing a full 8-unit skirmish game, like the biggest a skirmish game can get. And Oz, I need you to win, so that we have
to balance it all out,
so that everything is perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I'm also playing with models that no one's ever seen before on the stream.
You're playing with Continuum for the first time on stream.
So you guys have seen their playtest rules and that kind of stuff, and you've been playing your own games with them if you think they're the best faction, which they are, obviously. But Jordan painted up a quick force for his own use.
Yes.
He's still painting the studio models, but these models are really nice looking, and they're Jordan's own army for skirmish mode to start and we are borrowing them today to use them on the stream.
I have been forced to play Marcher Worlds.
Yeah, you haven't got to play the Marcher Worlds yet.
I am an Iron Star Alliance player. I believe in law and order, and your citizens should do what they say so that we all stay safe.
Living your life in an aluminum can.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I mean, you get the best products, go see my government-approved movies, and that's Iron Star Alliance all the way. But I'll play the filthy Marcher Worlds for this one. Before we go into anything, Oz and I have been on a ton of shows and podcasts and YouTube shows recently. So if you're wanting to hear more outside of us just playing, I would say check out the YouTube channel Half Glass Dead, who did an interview with me recently. Jay Larson's show, The Meta. He's got a new podcast coming up. Spellstorm Miniatures and I did a podcast.
I was on Cripple Systems.
You were on Cripple System.
More Than Dice. Matt was on...
And Field of Fire, which had Matt, and I think Danny Samuels was on that as well.
Yeah.
So any of those shows, if you're just looking to hear more about Warcaster, more thought processes of how the game was made and where it's going, we've been on a ton of stuff lately. So go check it all out.
And just because the Kickstarter is ending today doesn't mean we're going to stop doing all those things.
That would be weird.
We'll be on some more podcasts in the near future. We'll show off more stuff.
We're not going to drop the mic after the Kickstarter ends and just walk away.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we're doing. So what we're playing real fast is we're playing the scenario that's in the current rules you can find online at warcaster.com. There's one skirmish scenario in the current rules. Don't worry, obviously more stuff's coming. But we're playing that one because that's the one everyone has access to and can see. But let's talk about our forces that we're playing. So I guess I'll do mine first because mine's, I guess, a little bit less exciting because people haven't seen Continuum.
Yeah.
So my Marcher Worlds skirmish force, pair of Coalition Weavers, pair of Ranger Fire teams, a combat engineer, a hunter, and then I've got 2 Dusk Wolf Warjacks. One is Neural Net, one is Scout. The Scout's got a battle rifle, a Ripper, and a railgun.
Yeah, it's the one we've been using.
Right.
Yeah, the other one's the new one from Get Your Paint On.
And that's the Neural Net one, which has the rocket pod, flamethrower, and battle rifle.
Yeah.
So tell us about the hot newness you've got.
So I've got a starter box plus some stuff. So I've got 2 Vassal Reaver squads and 2 Scourges, one with the Killer Head, one with the Revenger Head. The Killer Head also has a Force Rod, so it's a little bit more melee. It's got the Necrophage Cannon, I believe that's what it's called. Oh, Holophage Cannon, sorry. All these phages and necros thrown together, throw me off. And it's got a Nailer, which is like just a machine gun shoulder. And then the other one has got the Void Spitter, which is a range 8 gun that can spike to be a spray. So it can be a flamethrower if I wanted to be a flamethrower, a void flamethrower. And then that one's also got a rocket pod and a Nailer on its shoulder. So it's got it's the, oh wait, I got those backwards. The melee one's got the rocket pod. The other one has the Holophage cannon. So I've got an anti-troops with a rocket and also some punchiness. And then the guy who has a corrosion cannon and possibly a flamethrower if he needs it. And they both have a machine gun basically.
Cool.
And then I have 2 Weavers and a Marauder, and a Grafter. The Grafter is the model that's not in the command box, but it's that first add-on solo that we have.
So before we get into it, why don't you show a couple of these new models off in the dice cam so people can get a close look. This is not the studio models. These are Jordan's personal models.
Yeah.
So this is not the studio paint scheme for what they look like.
So that's the Marauder. It's one of the models people have been the most curious about. We didn't have a render for it when the campaign first started. Large. That's a 40mm base, so large model with a big machine gun arm and a giant crazy claw arm.
The clamps.
Coming at you.
Give him the clamps.
Jordan also painted all of the skin on these models purple. So I think he just painted them all like they were just metal, like all metal all the time.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's that one. The Grafter is probably my favorite model because it's the creepiest. So there's so many arms on this model. So it's got normal human arms, it's got tiny human arms, and it's got like praying mantis stomach arms. And he's your, whoop, I'm getting out of focus. He's your dark, evil, weird doctor of cyberpunk horror.
He's also a chunky boy.
He's also a little chunky. Yeah, he's on a 40mm base too. He's a little chunky just like your engineer. And then here's one of the Weavers. The Weavers are not chunky. This is the female Weaver, the one that comes in the box. We just showed off the render for the male alternate Immortal Weaver. She's got these great big giant antenna arm things on her back. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I haven't asked Matt what those are, but they do something, and I'm sure it's horrible.
Sure.
Here's my. I only show off one of the Scourges. Here's the melee Scourge. So
Yarr.
giant claw like it always has, big force rod, there's the rocket pod, and there's a nailer on the shoulder. So
Cool.
that's the Scourge. And then my favorite model, maybe in the whole line, is Vassal Reaver with the hood. I just love this guy. He's got like the stubby little weird sword saw.
Yeah.
Got his hood up.
The chainsaw baton.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot you with his machine gun. He's gonna walk through a wall, chop your face off. So yeah.
All right, so let's get to the game. Let's look at the table real fast. We are playing on a different table than we've been playing on before, and one of the things we decided to do was we have some super sweet Company of Iron tables.
Yeah.
And some were appropriately sci-fi enough.
Yeah.
This was based off, I think, a Crucible
This is a Crucible factory that Danny made, and we've played on it a couple of times in live streams, but it's so sci-fi.
But at the same time, in this game, you could be fighting on a forest world.
Yeah, you could be fighting on a farm with purple cows. Like, you could be doing anything.
So we decided to use one of the Company of Iron boards because they're already done and we have all the sweet terrain for it. And we've got some really good elevation and catwalk, so we can like jump from here to here.
Yeah, you're going to pull off that like crazy Metroid spinning jump from there, aren't you?
I am.
I'm just going to play the flight card on my Warjack and zoom across the table.
Yes. So, yeah, we're just trying this table out. We've got it set up. Like I said, we're playing that opening scenario. So we've got 3 objectives we have to control. If you end an activation securing it, which means you've got a model within an inch and your opponent's got none, you get it during the first pulse round. Each one's worth 1. During the second pulse round, each one's worth 2. During the third and final pulse round, each one is worth 3. Every pulse round is made up of 3 turns per player. So you're guaranteed 9 turns in this scenario, which is up to 18 activations because during your turn you get to activate 1 unit and a bonus solo. So let's just jump in. At this point, if you're not familiar with the game, I'd recommend checking out some of our previous streams that we literally take our time and go through the base mechanics of the game. And then the rule books are all available on warcaster.com. So we're here to just play. And hopefully,
show off some
hopefully for your entertainment.
Brand new models and their sweet rules.
I'm going to roll this D6.
Roll it.
And I'm going to see what I get. I got a 5. No, I got a 3. I couldn't call
it. Did I get a 5? I didn't.
Ooh, I'm going to go first.
We didn't even get a 5 total. We got a 4 total.
So my opening drop is going to be a Hunter here and a Ranger Fire team in probably the most obvious spot ever. Just because first turn I want to grab the points off this. So.
Yeah, near the objective.
Ranger Fire team here, Hunter there, and that's me.
Okay. I'm going to put my Marauder over here near this point.
I hate that thing so much.
And it's going to stomp at you the entire game.
I hate it so much.
It has to be charged to pull its activation token off.
I just hate it.
So I do have to charge it. Don't hate what you could love. And then I'm going to put a...
Oz, do you want to count the goo as difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to remind me what the current version of the difficult terrain rules are.
Well, they haven't seen those yet.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about that?
So like we said earlier in this entire process, the rules right now are a preview, and they are mostly locked. Yeah. They're like 95% locked. But there are a few things that we are listening to player feedback on and that kind of stuff, and adjusting. And also, some things we're just expanding the way the rules wording is written and stuff like that.
Do you want me to go through what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 things that we've hashed out recently, because I wrote those and sent them to you and Souls, and then we tweaked them down. I was trying to remember who started those, because we've all been working on so many different things right now. Is jumping rules will exist. Basically, you can't jump up. It's if you're on a catwalk or a building and you want to move horizontally across empty space, there will be jumping rules that say, basically, every model's got a volume based on its size. As long as your base doesn't enter that volume, so say there's a building here and a building here, and there's a heavy warjack down in an alley, depending on the size of those buildings, as long as your model wouldn't enter the volume, the cylinder of that jack, you can jump over it.
Yeah,
you can also jump over rough terrain that's at least 3 inches below you and not suffer the penalty of rough terrain. And jumping is you just make a horizontal move. You don't go down, up, you just make a horizontal move. And then if you are still on an even surface, nothing happens.
But if you're in the air.
If you're in the air, you then measure how far down you go and you take falling damage. Yeah. So if you want to, you can jump off a building. Yeah. But this lets you jump from a catwalk to a rooftop, stuff like that. Then rough terrain, which had previously been War Machine style, which is that you move, and then when you contact rough terrain, you then divide your remaining movement, and you start moving on halves. We tried to streamline that further. And what we're currently looking at is, because you can pre-measure in this game, and you have to declare your intent of movement, you know if you're going to be in rough terrain at any given point. So the rule is, at its simplest, when you're moving during your activation, when you're moving a model you control, so this doesn't apply to a lot of other things, but when you're moving a model you control, if you would contact rough terrain, subtract 2 inches off your move to a minimum of 1.
Yeah.
So if you start in rough terrain, then you just know you subtract 2.
You're in there, yeah.
If you're like, I'm 5 inches away from these woods and I'm speed 6. Well, if you decide you're like, well, I'm going to touch the terrain, you'd actually drop down to 4. So instead, you would just move 5 up to it and not touch it. But let's say you were 3 inches away from the woods. You'd be like, well, I'm clearly going in the woods today. So since I'm going to be moving into it, I just move 4 inches instead of my 6 if I was speed 6.
Yeah.
That just makes movement penalties really fast. You don't have to do any division. Just, am I going to touch it?
Yep.
Yes or no, minus 2 inches. And I could choose not to move further as long as I don't end up touching it.
And all the final wording of all that is being edited.
Yeah, this is the intent. This also applies to the model moving. So real fast, a squad. Because squad movement is you move any model and then the other two sort of leapfrog up and get put in formation.
Yeah, they reposition is what the rule's called.
That doesn't matter. Like if you move the model you moved and it doesn't touch rough terrain and then a guy sort of bamfs over into it, that's okay. It's when you're moving a model.
It's measuring a model's movement.
That it matters. So hopefully the wording is getting really ratcheted in, and it should make things even simpler in terms of movement, so you don't have to worry about any division midway through.
And the main reason we did it was squad movement was so weird that standard moving half speed once you touch the thing was very complicated with squad movement.
Yep.
Okay, so if you can't see all the objectives, there's an objective up here on this platform, which is slightly off camera. It's there's my finger. Woo. So there's an objective up here on the platform, and then the other 2 objectives are in the front. So we're playing the standard triangle, but I just want everybody to know that we're fighting over this awesome platform right here.
We are.
There's going to be a lot of jumping and flying and climbing.
We even made sure that somebody with appropriate speed could jump from here to here. Though if they were a little short, not so much.
Yeah, okay, so
you ready to go?
You are going first.
All right, so I have a decision to make, and the decision is, do I want to give stealth to my hunter, or do I want to charge up this unit because they can move 6 and then shoot 16, which is a 22-inch threat range.
You can shoot my Marauder from there.
I could shoot your Marauder, which would be pretty nice, but I think I'd only get a handful of them.
If you rolled really good for all 3 attacks, you could get the Marauder in 1 activation.
I'd rather keep the Hunter safe. So first thing I'm going to do is put an arc on my Hunter. I am going to see if I have any Cypher cards I want to play. The answer is no. Go to my activations. I'm going to go ahead and just move the Hunter 7. Let me measure his range real fast because he's got a range 15. Am I within 22 inches? Oh, absolutely.
You're just going to shoot one of my...
Hell yeah. Just walk up and cap somebody.
My squad people. But they're so edgy.
Tony, for all the setup and planning we did ahead of time, I'm going to need your help real fast because we totally forgot to grab activation tokens and damage tokens.
Oh, those are in the company of box. Yeah. I knew everything we needed was in the room. I did forget to grab that box off the shelf.
So
we were really hoping that our first token sample from the factory overseas would show up this morning. We did get some other cards, but I didn't want to use up those cards when we already had these playtest cards out.
Yep.
So we were hoping to get the real token sheet to show off the quality of the real tokens, but we didn't. So yeah.
So my Hunter's going to move up, and I'm going to shoot your favorite Weaver.
My favorite, the hood?
So I'm at 6. I've got a single power die.
Okay.
And I have rolled a 7.
So Reavers have defense 3.
And you don't have stealth or anything right now, right?
No, they have a charge for stealth, just like you. But no, I don't have stealth. I rolled a 2.
All right, so I beat you by 5.
Thank you, Tony.
The POW on this gun is 4. I beat you by 5.
You have to use the white side of the activation tokens because my models are obviously dark and edgy. They have to use the dark side.
I mean, it makes sense. You're armor 2, right?
I am armor 2.
All right, let's see if I can roll 2 hits on this many dice.
Did you?
You
rolled 2 hits on a lot of those dice.
I just rolled a 12.
Okay, that guy
He
is no more.
Then
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Hunter's got fire and displace, so after it shoots, it gets another 3-inch move. So I'm going to tuck in next to this ladder.
You're going to go to the bottom of the ladder so you can get closer to that thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Then this unit is simply going to move, make sure that you stay within, well, I will move this. This will be the model I move.
Yeah, the other model.
And then make sure this one stays within an inch. It's within 2, and then you're going to pop up here. I don't have range on anything because I'm not charged with any arc.
Yeah.
Because they're base 12, they go up to 16 if they've got an arc on them. But I'm just going to stop there and score 1 point off this objective.
Okay.
So Tony, I have scored a victory point.
The Marcher Worlds have 1 point.
I have no ciphers I want to play. I don't want to play any ciphers right now. So we'll go to my gate summoning. Obviously, I can't summon any units because
can't deploy units, no.
I don't have any gates already on the board. Oh, where do I want to put this thing? I guess I'm going to drop it here.
Okay.
I'm going to drop it there, and I'm going to put 4 on it.
Okay. Are you going to bring a Warjack out real fast?
I might bring a couple things out of it.
Yeah.
So drop my gate there, put 4 arc on it. Don't feel like discarding any cipher cards. My turn's over. Back to you.
Okay. So I am going to charge these guys. Now they have stealth. Not that it helped them survive that first gunshot, but it will help them in the future. And then since I drew it first turn, my first card will be Arcane Synthesis that charges a model with as many arc as I want.
So
right away.
Put 1 on the
Marauder.
So
I'm just going to go ahead and charge the Marauder right off the top.
Okay.
So both my things are charged. Then I'm going to activate the Marauder.
He's speed 5?
He's speed 5.
What's his range on his gun? 12?
His range is 12.
Okay, good. I feel safe then. Mainly because I am. Are you going to go open fire on my gate?
Your gate has cover.
It has cover.
I think I can almost. I don't think I can quite get to that guy.
Yeah.
I think I'm out barely.
I also don't know if you can see him.
Well,
oh yeah, you can see him.
There's a shot straight through there. You have cover because that conveyor belt. But it's very, very close.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell.
But I could just open fire on your gate. It's just I have strafe, so I could fire shots into that squad and move into another squad.
True.
But we're not going to do that. We're going to shoot the gate instead. So the gate has cover.
All right.
So I have a rat of 4, and I have a charge on me. I didn't. Oh, wait. I don't have to go as far. I am going to score that thing. I'm going to be smart.
Oh, yeah.
Score things.
Score your objective.
Yeah. What's the range of my... Yeah. I'm going to move to this side so I have cover too.
Oh.
Because I could easily go.
Being spicy over here.
Yep.
Yep, looks good.
I'm still within 12. So rat 4 and a red.
Go for it.
I rolled a 3.
I'm defense 3 and 2 reds because I have cover.
You rolled really well.
6.
So, yeah.
Please put your dark and edgy activation token on your Marauder.
I will do that.
Thank you.
Thanks for reminding me. I was going to do that. I was just moving on to my Reavers. So my Reavers are speed 6. They can spike to walk through walls.
While you
have cloak all the
while
time.
You're doing that, Huron says, is unit then a solo not a thing anymore? It's you get to do any unit and a bonus solo.
Yeah, there was never a timing to that activation.
Yeah, you may always choose to do your bonus solo first.
Yeah. It was, you get to activate a unit, but you also get to activate a solo. So this squad.
We try to keep it simple.
Yeah. They're gonna just come at you, bro.
Alec Imluda says your army's edgy enough to get some clove cigarettes.
Clove cigarettes are real bad for you. You should not smoke them. They do smell nice, though. I do like the way they smell.
They smell like potpourri. You just walking up?
So they're just walking up there. I can sort of almost see you, but it's really weird. I don't think I can.
Okay.
There's enough
stuff,
pylons and junk between those two. So they just walked up. They do have guns, but they can't really get a line of sight, and their gun is range 10, I think. Yeah, their gun's range 10, so they're not shooting those guys over there.
And that was kind of my intent, was to hide behind this stuff.
But we can put a gate.
Get it.
Do I want to just like lob it up on top of the platform?
they just they hook it up. Just
yeah. So.
Oh, are you going to lob it up on here on this catwalk?
I'm a little too far away.
You could lob it up directly above.
But I'm just she's just going to like
chunk it up,
hook shot it all basketball style.
I like it.
Now the only problem with that is that okay.
Oh, he'll
Danny
fit.
did make this. That barely fits.
It fits.
But that would be the only thing that could pop out of that gate if I put it there. But if I put it a little bit farther back, I can do the front and the back of the gate. And I'm going to also put 4 on it, because who knows what you might attack it with. And if I spend all 4, both my warjacks can come out.
Oh.
Which would be kind of overkill, possibly, but maybe fun.
No thanks.
Who knows? Oh, I forgot. Did I want to play another card before my gate came out?
Oz always playing out of order.
I know.
I'm going to give you these take-backsies.
No, I looked at them before, and I was pretty sure I didn't want to. I just didn't remember.
All right.
Okay, so I'm not going to discard a card.
Okay.
I am going to draw a card, and then my turn's going to be over. And it is turn 2.
Turn 2. So yeah, pulse. Since I am the first player, the pulse tracker moves whenever I take a turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on turn 2 of this pulse round.
Yep.
First thing is, all my models in play have activation tokens, so I remove them.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, at the end of a pulse round, all models remove their activation tokens regardless.
Tony, I also scored a point. Just 1. And just for clarification, Tony, because we were confused last week, the white number 1 on the far side, is that the pulse round or the individual turn?
We're going to keep it as the whole pulse round.
Okay, cool. So we're in the first pulse round. We don't need to change that number until the pulse round's over. Okay,
so
I get it.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1 arc onto the Ranger Fire team.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Then
you could have put a 5th arc on that gate.
Those boys have stealth now, don't they?
They have stealth, and one of them is a lady.
I'm going to play Reiteration Complex, which says target a friendly squad. That's this one. During their activation, each model in the squad can make 1 additional ranged attack. So these gentlemen and that lady will be making 2 shots each this turn.
Okay.
Then on to activations. Let's do the simple one first. Speed 7 Hunter. The hard ladder, the one straight up, is 6 inches.
Okay.
So
you can easily get up there.
I'm going to pop up here. I'm going to get into a cool hunter
cool
position.
Sniper pose.
And then really the only thing I can see is that gate.
Yep, that gate is there.
But the gate will have cover from me.
No, it's not within an inch of something that is between the two of us.
Oh,
because the line along the base edge skirts this out over here, but not close enough to it, so it doesn't have cover.
And okay, I dig it. So
but how am I supposed to pop out 2 warjacks from that gate if you do damage to it?
I need to borrow one of those because I'm
yeah,
rat
it's the
6.
hunter. This hasn't happened to you yet. The hunter always needs to borrow dice.
The hunter always needs to borrow dice. All right, so shooting your gate, I got a 7.
Okay. I'm rolling 3 defense, no cover. And I rolled a 1.
Okay. I'm going to spike.
To reduce my armor by 1?
Yeah, so I'm going to use the arc booster ability on the sniper rifle. When attacking this weapon, before making a damage roll, you can spike to cause the target of the attack to suffer -1 armor.
So I'm armor 4 for this.
You are armor 4 for this. I beat you by 6.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
My sad gate.
And you're armor 4?
And I'm armor 4.
Okay.
Yes.
I like
I'm gonna
it.
look at the chat while you murder my gate.
Well, I'm just going to knock some arc off of it. You have 4 arc. You're armor 4. I would have to roll a 16 to get everything off.
You were here when I rolled a 13 last week with this model.
That was you.
So yeah.
All right, so that's... I got you for 2. Because I rolled an 11.
Okay. Cool.
So I get 2 arc off of it. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Then I have fire and displace, which I will use to displace.
Yep.
I've got cover up here no matter what. Put an activation token on my Marcher World's Gent. And Tony, I will score another control point as I've taken the one up on the central catwalk, so I'm at 2. Now, the other question I have is, do I want this fire team...
Just run at me.
No, I don't want them to run at you.
Into the open.
That seems like poor planning.
But that's the best kind of planning.
It's not.
Isn't it? Okay,
No.
it's not. Okay, I'm sorry.
I do want to shoot at something. So my fire team, we're range 1,000,000. We can move 3 inches after we can spike to remove 3 inches because we have the slip displacer. We're range 16. I could move out, fire on the Marauder twice,
hop back,
and then hop back.
Yeah.
And I actually think that's what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
So
people are asking in the chat about the size of the tokens. These are as close to the real tokens as we can get. We printed out a token sheet full size, and I cut them out. So these are the permanent objective size. And people are asking how big they are. They are about the size of an American nickel, but measuring them is a little weird because they are cut out by hand from paper.
So let's check out some of those new terrain rules.
Yes.
So
are you gonna?
They're gonna move.
Slog through that.
They're gonna slog through this. They're normally speed 6. I'm going to touch rough terrain, so I will be moving 4 inches.
It's so gooey.
I'm gonna move this guy here. Models don't block line of sight.
Yep.
So basically, I'm gonna Congo line and make sure that I've got the 16-inch range, which I do.
Stuff. Cool.
I'm actually gonna put this one as far over as I can.
Sure.
The question is actually, can I leave you out of it? Am I within 16?
Yeah.
Does that look like 16
Wait,
to you or not?
Are you measuring from that model?
Yeah, from this model back here.
Because your 16 is out here.
Oh, I got a little
So
parallax.
here,
I got a little parallax going on.
I'll move. So that is above my model.
Okay, this is definitely above my model.
Okay,
so
cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, because what I'm going to do is moved up in the rough terrain to be able to take the shot. Then I'm going to slip displacer, but I'm going to move based off this model,
Yeah, who's
so
not
I
in
don't have the rough
terrain.
terrain penalty,
Yeah.
and be able to basically bamf them back over. So let's take some shots.
So these objectives are not the size of a small base. They are not even the size of the interior of a small base's lip. But keep in mind, all the command group starters come with a token sheet. So you don't have to make your own objective tokens without seeing what all these are. If you're getting any kind of command box, you're going to get all the tokens. Then you can make your own custom ones if you want later. But you'll be able to use these as a guide when you get your stuff.
All right, so we got 6 shots. I'm going to rapid fire them at your Marauder. He's
Okay.
def 2.
He is def 2,
But you-
arm 4, but I have cover.
You have cover. So 6 shots total from this unit, 2 each.
Okay.
Shot 1, I got 3.
I got a
You got
3.
3. Shot 2, I got a 3.
I got a 3.
3. Shot 3, I got
Ooh,
a 6.
That's a 6. I got a 2.
All right, so the POW on this is a 4. Goodbye forever.
What color die was that? A red
white,
or a white?
a white.
Oh, we need those whites real bad because you're hunter.
Your armor 4.
I'm on a 4.
Okay, this was shot 3. I beat
That
you
was
by
shot
4.
3.
So I will do a point of damage to you
1 damage
because I only got 1 multiple of 4.
to my Marauder. Okay, I'm marking that on the printout over here.
Shot 4
Shot
of
4.
6. I got a 3.
Roll a 3 again. Keep rolling 3s. I rolled more than a 3.
Shot 5. I got a 3.
Uh-huh. I got a 2. You got me that time.
Beat you by 1.
Yep.
I'll do a point of damage
Another
to you.
point of damage. Okay. He's got 1 hit point left.
Shot 6.
Miss.
Got a
A
3.
again. Okay. I'm gonna roll a 3 again. Maybe I roll it better. I rolled a 3 again. There were so many 3s in those rolls.
It was.
But you did put 2 with that shoot all the time
Tony.
card.
Got it.
You put 2 damage on it.
Then I will spike to use their slip displacer.
Uh-huh.
I'll move based off of this model.
Yep.
Put him here and her here.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. I'm going to move him there. I want to make sure I have people in range of
We're gonna
this
also
thing.
kind of keep that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that. So
Okay.
now for summoning, I'm going to spend 2 arc off this gate, and I'm going to drop my good friend, Mr. Railgun.
Yeah. You really want to take out that Marauder? He's only got 1 hit point left.
Yeah, well. I'll spend another off of this gate, and I'm going to summon a Weaver,
Okay.
who I'm going to try and put into cover.
Sure.
And I'm going to spend the last one, and I'm going to drop an Engineer.
Okay. That's a big pile of peoples popping out of that gate.
Summoning time, I'm going to summon off this Hunter, and I'm going to drop a gate here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put, whoa, it's getting spicy up there. I'm going to put 2.
Okay. How tall is this thing? 3?
I have nothing I want to discard. I'm going to go ahead and just draw up to 5, and your go, Oz.
Okay. So only limited things are coming out of this gate now.
Yes.
Could be a Weaver and a Grafter. Could be a Squad.
Could be a Jack.
Could be a Jack.
But when you had 4 on there, I had to drop it down.
Yeah. So I start by taking off my activation token. So I didn't really have to use this ability. He's charged. It happens automatically, but it didn't really happen because I didn't need it.
Yep.
His spike ability is power attack on his Mangler.
Come fight my Jack.
So he can system fail your Warjacks with his big, like, I cut off your arm or whatever. So that's cool.
He's got to survive to get there.
He does have to survive to get there.
And I'm going to shoot that boy in the face with a railgun.
And he's real slow. He's real slow.
He should be.
So he's just going to sit here.
He's real slow at speed 5.
Yeah. I mean, compared to most things in the game, that's pretty slow.
He's basically a Jack.
He's basically the smallest baby Jack in the entire game. Okay, so what does this squad want to do?
Did you have a cipher card you wanted to play ahead of time?
I did not.
Okay.
What did I draw this? Yeah, because I don't have a Weaver yet.
Oh,
and my other cards are...
Operation Don't Let Oz Have a Weaver.
Oh, I am going to play Reiteration Complex to do the same thing you did. Let these guys shoot twice.
Okay, so you're playing Reiteration Complex on your Weavers?
Uh-huh. On my Reavers, yes.
Sorry, Reavers.
No, Weavers and Reavers. I know, it's really weird. So this one back here is about 2 away from this ladder. This is about 3 high.
Yes.
So I can get 1 inch away from the ladder.
Okay.
So that will get me on the other side of the gate.
And then his buddy.
This model will just come up here.
Leave my objective alone.
So I can't get close enough to your objective with these models yet. They are going to shoot at that hunter. You got cover because you're on that platform above me.
I'm def 4 with cover.
Uh-huh. My rat is 3, and I have that charge. And basically, I'm just trying for way to fire because I get to make
Goodbye for
4. I get to make 4 attacks on you. Try to keep the dice up here.
I'm trying. I'll hold them like this.
Yeah. Okay. So, and as I drop a die. Okay. So that's a 4. That's pretty good.
You beat me by 1.
Okay. So the POW on these nailers, I haven't used them in so long I forgot their POW. POW 3. So the dice I just rolled are what I'm rolling.
I'm armor 2.
You're armor 2 with 1 hit point?
Yeah.
So I have to roll a 2? Okay. Cool.
Goodbye, Hunter.
So unfortunately, that card is useless, but I really thought it would take me a couple of rolls to get past your high defense with cover.
That's not how we do
So
things.
I'll put the rest of the shots into your gate.
Sure, yeah.
Your gate's also got cover. So shot number 2 is a 1.
All right, so I've got defense 3, and then I've got cover, so
You rolled at least a 1.
that.
You only rolled a 2, though. Shot 3 is a 4.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Let me switch dice real fast. Let me take that one from you. You can have, what do you need, 3 dice?
I need 3 whites.
All right, you can have those 3, and then you don't get that
And I
red
need-
anymore, you get that red.
I need 2 reds.
Oh, yeah. I
beat you by 2.
There you go.
These are colder. I don't like them when they're colder.
They're cursed?
Okay, I need a 5.
Right, exactly.
Almost.
Nope.
Almost. It was close. And then last shot. Ooh, that's a 6. This is where I murder your gate.
I got a 5.
Okay, so I'm rolling the exact same dice back at you. This is I'm gonna roll.
Beat me by 1?
I'm gonna roll a 12 on this.
No.
I got a 4. So I got close a couple times.
Good job, Gate.
They got their target. They just threw some extra shots. Okay. So that was my reiteration complex.
1 dark and edgy activation token.
And edgy. I really wish I can get some strafe shots now. So that's cool. So the Marauder's going to go.
That is the part of coming
the
out of the
Marauder
gate.
is going to fire its machine gun at your Warjack?
Sure.
Or does it want to fire at your Weaver and then strafe into your Engineer? I can do that.
You can.
And strafe is 2 inches?
Yes.
It is. And it looks like those 2 models are 2 inches apart.
I would agree with your assessment.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna shoot your Weaver. Who's got cover?
I am def 4 with cover.
Okay, I am rat 4 with a charge. So you have one more red die than me. That is a 3. Ooh. That's not so great, but you rolled better.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to roll my actual strafe.
Yep, your strafe hits.
In the box.
Wow, Oz.
In the box.
Oz, come on, you can do this.
There we go. One extra model.
Do you want to shoot the engineer?
I want to shoot the engineer.
Now he won't have cover.
No, he's behind the warjack, but there's no cover near him. And that is a 5.
Well,
what's your engineer's defense?
Defense 4.
Okay. He's beefy.
I mean, defense 2.
He's like my Marauder.
I got a 2.
Okay.
I'm armor 4.
So this gun is POW 4, so I get 2 reds and my 4 whites. And what's your armor? 4? Yeah.
And I've got 2 hit points.
1, 2, 3, 4.
He takes a
so
point.
Exactly 1. Okay.
God, we are super bad at rolling dice today.
We are really bad at rolling dice.
Not the results of them, the physical abilities.
My grafter can heal any model in my army.
Yeah.
Because he's a mechanic and a doctor and other things. But the gate's way over here, and this Marauder's only got 1 hit point way over here. So I can bring a grafter out to try and save that Marauder, but that's not going to happen. The grafter can also put models back into units, so I could bring another Vassal Reaver out here if I wanted. But I'd really like to have a Warjack on the table, but I'd also really like to have a Weaver on the table. So we're going to go with a Warjack first, and we're going to go with the shootier Warjack, not the meleeer Warjack.
Oh, hello.
So this Warjack pops out of its gate as close as possible to the gate.
Yep.
Gate collapses. And then are we going to have a gate party up there?
We might have a gate party.
You'll get to summon before me, but you can't be on top of a gate. So if I put this up here, I don't even know if a Warjack base will fit in this. So let's see where I can summon my gate. So within 5, so out, that's big. So yeah, I think I can put it there.
Okay.
I am going to put...
No Warjacks coming up in this little platform.
No Warjacks popping out of that gate.
I'm getting some solos though.
But I'm going to put 3 on it, and we're just going to put that 3 over here because it's getting messy enough as it is up there.
Sure.
And do I want to discard a card this turn? I'm going to discard this Fury card. So I'm going to draw 2, and then it will be your turn.
Righto. Turn starts. They've got an activation token. Not everything else does. We go to turn 3 of Pulse Round 1.
Almost the end of the Pulse Round.
I'll put an arc on my Dusk Wolf. Question mark. Or do I put it on the Weaver? Weaver, what's your range? 10 inches on the arc relay?
You also could put it on the Engineer.
Meh.
I mean, Engineer turns off stealth, but these guys have stealth, but the Engineer's spotlight is more than 10 inches away. So it wouldn't turn off their stealth.
My question is this Weaver in 10 inches of the Marauder? I think the answer is no.
Yeah, it looks like it's farther out than that.
And I really would like to hit that Marauder with some nonsense.
Sure, but you've got the railgun right there.
You've got it. But I also get Fury cards.
You do get Fury cards.
Which would be just the best.
Last game you didn't use a lot of Fury cards.
Just the best. You've only got 1 left on him?
I have only 1 hit point.
All right, I'm putting it on the Weaver. So, before activation starts...
Probably would have been smarter for me, by the way, tactics-wise, to put the gate over here, because I got a lot of models over there.
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't help myself of just super stacking gates up there.
I noticed.
It's necessary. All the gates all the time.
So, I'll put the arc on the Weaver. Then before I activate any models, I'll play my first Cypher card. I'm going to play Instability Equation through him onto your Marauder.
Yep. Is that the one that does blast damage?
It does.
Okay, so that's not gonna affect this model because he's all by himself.
Correct. But so I'm rolling 4 reds with this because I have 4 in my well.
Yep. And I'm rolling 2 whites and 2 reds.
And I rolled a 4, 7. I rolled an 8.
An 8, you say? I can roll an 8. I rolled a 5. That's not so bad.
So you got 1 hit point left. Your armor 3. This is my damage roll.
Don't knock those pipes off.
Oh no, don't do that. Yeah, I'll just.
Oh, you got me. Okay.
I'll erase that guy from existence.
Okay. So I get that arc back.
So now we need to figure out who's actually activating.
Who is activating?
I believe it's actually going to be the Warjack.
The other reason to charge that Warjack, by the way, is it makes it faster.
Sure. I'm going to do the Warjack and the Mechanic. So Warjack's going to go first.
Tony's taken all of our chat away, by the way. So we love you, chat, but we can't see anything you're saying right now.
Railgun's range 18.
Ooh.
So I'm going to just pop a rando shot.
I'm just going to fire at that Scourge?
Well, I can't shoot at this unit. They've got stealth.
Yep.
So, and my Mechanic, the Combat Engineer. Oh, wait, I could go with him first and give him tune-up.
You could. That would give you +1 rat.
And give me +1 rat, but I actually want the Jack to move first.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is your prerogative.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
It's my prerogative. I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. Okay, so I have depth 3 and cover. So I'm rolling 3 whites and 2 reds. And I rolled a 1. Ooh. I rolled a 1.
Beat you by 2.
That was an amazing roll.
What's the armor?
So my armor is 4, and I have 3 hit points.
Okay. So we're just going to roll a casual 12 and just blank him off the table?
Yeah, just get a 12.
I'll do a point.
That's not a 12. You did a point.
Take a point of damage.
Okay, I'm going to mark that near the Warjack since I have 2 of those. And I only have 1 printout technically of that card.
And then for my next trick, I think I'm going to actually go with the Weaver.
The Weaver?
Yeah, I wanted to see how that played out and then change a few things based on that. The Weaver is going to move straight through. I'm going to move this ladder for a second.
Okay.
Just so I can kind of get the model in where I want it to be.
Oh, you're going to walk under the catwalk. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to walk under the catwalk. I want to get about there.
Okay.
Ooh. I've got nothing to shoot.
Yeah.
Put an activation token for him. Summoning, I'm going to spend the 2 I have up here.
Yeah. What you deploying?
And I'm going to deploy.
You bringing that hunter back?
A hunter.
Okay.
And within an inch, the question is, will it fit?
It will.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Hunter, Weaver are both going to show up here. This gate disappears. Mm-hmm. Then for my next gate placement, I'm going to go off the
Weaver you just put down there, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to drop a gate here.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and drop 4 on this gate.
Cool.
So gate over here with 4 on it. This is my activation token and my arc for the Weaver that's chilling right there.
Yeah, it's under there. It's hard to get to. I get it.
Oh,
what's the range from here to here? I have to measure this because it's funny.
actually.
It is funny.
Can this Weaver see that Scourge up there?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
So,
like, from an angle, it's really easy. You can see past this engine and that pipe.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna throw another.
Yeah, I'm gonna
throw another spell.
There is another spell. So while I was there, before I put the gate down, which means I still have the 4 arc on me.
Timing wise, we're still learning.
So I would have 2 here, which means I'd have 4 in my pool because I wouldn't have summoned yet, and I wouldn't have put the gate down.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw a cryo lock.
You're gonna try and freeze my Warjack.
I'm gonna try and freeze your Warjack.
Oh, you jerk! I say that with all love and respect and affection, by the way.
Oh wait, you got an activation token on just this unit and not them. So
that's activated. I have 2 models or 2 units on the table. One is activated, one has not. So if you cryo lock him,
it doesn't do anything.
Tokens come off.
It doesn't do anything
because you killed my Marauder.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. So never mind.
You're gonna do something else?
I don't cryo
Pick your card
lock.
back
Yeah, I
up.
don't cryo lock at all. No,
Okay.
I'm good. My turn is over.
Also, I was gonna maybe remove that token anyway.
Oh, spicy.
Okay, so my turn starts. I am going to allocate an arc to my Scourge.
Tony, did you start a poll for how many dice drops we're gonna have? Dice. Oh, is that at the counter or the poll?
That's the current.
So people think we're gonna drop it. Wait, 3 more times? Is that what? I'm so confused. Okay, so we knew this was coming, and it's amazing. So I'm going to, as my first card, I allocated an arc to that guy.
Also, we totally forgot about summoning gates and how close they can go to objectives.
We'll say that this factory is weird because this platform's just so perfect. Yes, but you normally can't put your gates within an inch of an objective. But you can always just decide you're going to bend any rules if your opponent agrees. And obviously, we agreed it's really awesome to put gates up there. Okay, so I'm going to Ascension Catalyst this Scourge. The Scourge speed is normally 6.
Actually, hold on.
That makes it 8.
The rule is, I think you can put the gate up there. I think you can't summon within an inch of it.
Well, then we could, like, either way.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to say that this is a special platform that breaks all those rules.
You're fine with that?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
It's more fun to have a weird fight over that.
Okay.
It's also more fun to do what I'm about to do. So Ascension Catalyst gives me +2 speed and flight.
Oh.
So this Scourge just going to casually float across this gap over to here.
Hello.
Also, like I said earlier, this is the one with the Void Spitter. The Void Spitter can spike to be a spray.
Ugh.
It's an 8-inch weapon. I catch both those models. Sprays ignore cover.
Yep.
So I'm going to, let me see.
Get my defense
When I
dice
declare
ready.
the attack with this weapon, I can spike to cause it to become a spray. So my rat is 4, so I lose my arc to charge that, but I also get to spray both your models and maybe burn them to pieces.
Get it.
Okay, so on the Hunter, I rolled a 4.
Hi-ya! I rolled a 3.
Okay, so the Void Spitter's POW is 4, so I beat you by 1. I just got to roll 2 because it's a Hunter. I rolled at least a 2.
No.
I just Void melted your Hunter. And then...
My Weaver. He's also def 4.
On the Weaver, also def 4. Come on, good roll. Oop, oop. 1. I only rolled a 1. Roll real bad for me. Roll real bad. By the way, I just dropped a die. Hungerford, that was supposed to perfectly clear that platform.
I understand.
100%.
I understand.
But it didn't. Okay. So that was my first card, my first activation. I have nothing else to activate because these guys have an activation token on them. And I don't have the card that removes an activation token. But I can, so I have Aggression Theorem, target friendly model. Target model can immediately make 1 melee or ranged attack. So the Void Spitter weapon says when resolving that attack. Okay, so. But I still have the Nailer and the Holophage Cannon on that model. I just don't have any arc anymore.
Sure. But
so I'm going to take my other shots. You're going to get cover this time.
Yeah.
I need an extra white. We should have 8. I thought we had 8 whites.
We did. I think you dropped more dice.
I dropped. No,
oh, there's another one. I found it.
No, I thought I dropped a red. There was a red on the floor. I only dropped 1 die. Okay, so Tony, lessons for the future. We need more dice than the exact minimum because we're going to lose some during the stream. So okay, so my rat 4, my Holophage just does corrosion all the time. No other bonuses. This is the Revenger. When it's charged, it ignores cover when making range attacks. But I wanted that spray because I wanted to hit both those guys.
Sure.
So I rolled a 4 that time.
Okay. So I have my cover.
You have cover.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. So the Holophage is 4, so I beat you by 2. I roll 4 whites and 2 reds. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Should be good for a point of damage.
Weavers
It's
are armor 3, right?
3, and I've got 2 health, so I'm halfway dead.
Okay. And then I got a Nailer, and Nailers are just little tiny machine guns, but they're there for the fun of it. So I'm going to also try and Nailer you, and I rolled a 3 on my Nailer shot.
Okay.
And
I
you
also
rolled
got
a 3
3
because you're covered. Okay, so I didn't kill that model, but I did wound it. I have 3 arc on that gate, and I'm going to pop out 1 Weaver. My second card play before I get to that is going to be, yeah, that one doesn't quite work. That one doesn't quite work. I could make, I'm going to play the harmonic, the one I just read that can make something make a melee range attack, and he's going to fire the Holophage at you again since it's probably the strongest gun.
Okay.
So we're just going to see if maybe we can just, through weight of fire, get past your cover.
I'm into it.
I got a 3. I'm rolling really average, lots of 3s today. That is more than a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So my Weaver pops out up here. Look at this Weaver party we got.
Now again, we're
breaking the rules.
We're breaking the rules.
Because this platform is so cool, we want to break the rules. So I still have 2 arc on that gate.
Normally you cannot summon within an inch of an objective.
Yeah. And then I'm going to have one of these Vassal Reavers over here toss.
Oh, you're going to throw a gate over that way?
Up there. And I'm going to put, oh, I have 4 arc total. I'm going to put 3 on it. It's got pretty good. It's basically, it's hidden from you in a lot of ways. Like, you might not be able to see it with most models. So I think it's pretty safe. I'll put 3 on it.
Okay.
And then do I want to discard a card? I'm going to put an activation token on my Warjack, because that happened. I am not going to discard a card since I played 2.
Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to drop one.
I'm going to draw 2. I reminded you last time.
All right. So Pulse Round 2 starts. The first thing we do is we clear all activation tokens off of everything.
Off of everything, which for me is just 2 things.
And in this scenario, all the objectives are now worth 2.
Yeah. So if you haven't read the rules, in a lot of scenarios, you score things at the Pulse Round. So you can, if it's a big scenario with lots of objectives, you want to have models near all the objectives, and you're going to score a bunch of objectives at the end of the Pulse Round. But it also means if you get there first, your opponent has a chance to knock you off of it. I'm
probably about to abandon this
here. You think you want to abandon that?
I'm dangerously close, yes. But what we're going to do first.
Did you allocated arc to?
That's
something?
on the that's already on the Weaver from last turn.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to allocate any arc this turn? Question mark.
I mean, don't ask me. I would say no, don't allocate any arc unless you're going to throw Furies at me and then allocate arc.
Does your Weaver have stealth for any reason?
My Weaver does not have stealth.
Okay, I am going to allocate 1 arc to my Ranger Fire team. I am going to play a card.
Play a card. Any card.
Just trying to figure out which one.
So Tiefling wants everyone to be healthy and safe. So do we.
I'm going to Malediction.
Oh, I forgot. I did hit you with a Holophage Cannon with the Weaver. That's the thing I did the damage with.
Okay.
Chat reminds me that you're corroded automatically.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you have a corrosion token.
Let me roll to see if corrosion went off.
Oh yeah, and it does trigger at the end of the round. So maybe you melted.
So on a blank, it goes
on a blank it goes away. On anything else, it does that much damage.
All right.
You just melted. Thank you, chat. You're the best. You're the best. So one of the reasons I forgot that is because I only made enough paper playtest tokens for the first.
We'll just take that
for the first games we streamed, and corrosion wasn't in those games, so I didn't make those tokens because we were really, really, really sure that the token sheet was going to arrive this morning or last night, and we were going to have all the real tokens. So
he's going to. All right. So I don't have a cipher to play ahead of time.
That's why you're here, chat. And Storm's Legion is correct. This is a full skirmish battle, 8 units on each side. We got an Artemis Fang printed out that we're going to show you guys on a future Get Your Paint On, but we didn't get her in time to paint her, so Hungerford isn't also using 1 hero.
All right. No cipher card to start.
Okay, so that model just ran up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Weaver is my bonus solo activation. Walks up. I don't have anything in range to hit.
Yeah. Even with the arc on it? Isn't it really, really like, isn't it range 17 or something like that with arc on it?
No, my handgun's range 8.
Oh, okay. I mean, you didn't have anything in range for when
I couldn't see anybody from there, and they have stealth.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little too high for that angle to.
Yeah. So my Weaver walks up there. I'll take this objective.
You will. So Hungerford is going to score 2 more points.
Score 2 more, Tony, putting me at 4. Now, though, my Ranger Fire team over here is going to move.
Yeah. Is that the first model that's moving?
Yeah, that'll be the first model that's moving. We're range 16.
Yeah, you're charged.
So we'll pop up like so.
Okay.
Make sure you stay back for phase 2 of this. Would you agree that I can see the Weaver and the gate up there?
Yeah. They're both big enough volume-wise that you can see them above other things. They both have cover though, and you don't ignore cover, I believe, with anything.
No.
So my Weaver
What's her def?
is def 3.
And what's her armor?
Her armor is 3, and she has 2 hit points.
Okay, I only got the 3 shots this turn. Let's go shot 1.
So I'm rolling the same def for both of those models.
Yeah, let's go here. Let's go into the Weaver. So shot 1 here into the Weaver. I've got 1 arc on me. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, okay.
Also, probably 1 too many dice. Yep.
1 too many dice? Okay, whatever.
Because they're rat 3, not 4. Shot 2. Rolled
That
a 4.
is better than a 1. I rolled a more than 4.
Got a 7.
Yep.
Shot 3. Got a 2.
Okay. So I'm safe.
It is hard to shoot people on catwalks.
It is hard to shoot people on top of cover, especially when, like, because you used their arc earlier to move them, so you didn't move it back to them?
They had an arc. Now
they did have an arc.
I'm going
Okay.
to use
Now
the.
you're gonna
I'm going to
spike it.
spike the arc and use
And they're
the.
gonna scooch back?
Yep. Use the slip displacer to move 3,
And then score that one?
and then score this one like so. Actually, you can just stand here. So Tony, I score 2 more. That'll put an activation token on them.
Yep.
Then I am going to use my cryo lock
Yeah.
as my cipher out of this Weaver into your Jack.
Okay. So Scourges are def 3 with cover,
Yep.
so I'm rolling the same dice I rolled last time.
And I'm basically rolling 1 more white than you.
Sure. You have 2 reds because that's what's the new roll.
Yep. So I
Pretty
got
good.
5.
That's a 5. Okay. I rolled a 5, barely.
All right, so nothing happens. Then I will summon out of my gate, which is over here. I'm going to
A
summon
Warjack and a squad?
a Warjack and a squad.
Or a Warjack, a Weaver, and a Hunter? It'd be dumb to have a Weaver and a Weaver right next to each other.
No.
Even though they are 2 different models. One's a helmet, one's no helmet. I think one's a male and one's a female.
So I am not going to summon within 1 inch of an objective this time. So this squad is going to go here, and then they'll be, we're going to play with the actual rules. And then my Jack will pop up in front right here.
Yeah?
That'll blank this
collapses, yeah.
gate. Then I'm going to choose to place my next gate within 5 inches of my table edge.
Yeah? Because you want to contest over here in some way.
So I'm going to drop it. I'll drop it in cover, actually.
Yeah? Put it behind that
Here.
pile of garbage.
And I'll put 3 on it.
Okay. How tall is this platform? This is a hefty jump if I jump off this thing. It's 4 high.
I don't want to discard any
That might
cards.
sprain my ankle.
So I'll just draw a cipher card and I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to allocate my only arc.
We're only up to 4 dice drops though. We're gonna do this.
How many? What's the highest vote? I wonder. So do I want to allocate this to my Weaver so that I have range 18, or do I want to put it on my Warjack so it attacks better? I think I want to put it on my Warjack so that it attacks better. Okay. So I allocated to my Warjack. I don't have anything in my well.
Yeah, all your arc is out there.
My first card.
What tricks do you have? Do you like my army on your side of the board?
I
right
do.
now?
I mean, that's what this game's all about, really. I really want to just jump that Warjack off that platform.
Do it.
But it's 4 inches high, and my armor's 4. So if I roll a 4,
Yeah.
which is the 50-50-ish,
You take a point of damage.
I
your
take a point of
activation
damage, and my activation ends.
ends. But how cool would it be?
It would be really cool. It's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. So I can move 6. So yeah, that will get me into melee.
Just gonna
range.
horizontal leap
Yeah.
off the building. I'm so ready for this.
Yeah. So here I go. So I'm gonna. It gets me about an inch away from you.
Okay. Do I roll the damage?
It doesn't. I don't think it really matters.
All right. So you fell.
Dice are dice.
You fell 4 inches.
All 4 inches. So don't roll a 4, and this will work.
Come on, dice.
Here it comes.
Make him sprain his ankle.
Death from above. That's a 4.
It's so good when it
That's
happens.
a 4. Oh, my ankle! I busted my whole ankle.
So his activation just ends.
So his activation's over. So he hurt himself a little bit. He jumped too much.
See,
He
it's
tried to touch the sky.
It's
Is that-
epic both ways. If he leaps off the catwalk and he's like, "Gah, gah, gah, gah," like that's real comic book
Yeah,
cool stuff.
yeah.
But in my like Riot Questy head,
Oh.
The giant warjack jumps down and then is just like starts hopping on one foot, and then this fire team over here is just like.
So the best thing about this was I have the Annihilation Vector in my hand, which is Warjack makes a melee attack.
Oh, I know.
So I could fire through these guys with my guns, even spiking the spray if I wanted to hit a bunch of targets, and then still fire or still punch this guy if he didn't die. So that was going to be amazing.
It was
Amazing.
but instead he got a boo-boo.
He got a real bad boo-boo. Okay, so that was my first activation. My second activation is going to be a solo. So my Weaver is going to move to this corner.
Yep.
Score me that thing, so I get 2 points.
Tony, he gets 2, putting him up to 3.
And then does something want to come out of that gate? I don't really want my other squad to come out of that gate. I don't want a double Weaver up there. I really thought that you would kill her, and I would need to bring somebody else out up there.
She's high def and in cover. She's a little rough to take out.
So I might have to yank that.
Oh, instead of summoning, you might recall?
No, not yet. I just mean I might have to pull things off that.
Got it.
Because I want to summon because I need to still fight for this area over here. So we are going to. If I put my Marauder up on top of that, it can shoot down at you.
You have my attention.
So can I fit? Okay, I can fit right there. So I spend 1, right? Marauders cost 1. Yeah, Marauders cost 1. So the Marauder pops out right there, and then my other Reaver squad is going to be, because I have 3 on it, so I can spend 2 for a Reaver squad. And they're going to have to kind of be tight on this platform.
Sure.
But there's another hood on the table. The other hood's dead still.
I'll just get him off that guy's base.
Oh, I did not realize that. Okay. And then I cannot put gates off of models that are on the table.
Models that were summoned this time.
Models that were just placed. So we're going to throw a gate. We're going to lob another gate down that way.
All right.
So that gate does collapse.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. I was like, I don't have any gates, but yeah. And then I'm just going to put 2 on that one.
Okay. Also, let me grab a dark and edgy activation token for your Weaver up here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
My God, have I got options.
You got a rocket launcher on there, so you got multiple targets you can hit. This is a particle accelerator. I lied earlier to you. I thought that was a flamethrower. The flamethrower was on the other one that Tanner was painting. That's a particle accelerator. So you don't have a spray weapon. Do I want to discard a card? I don't really want to discard a card, but I'm going to because I didn't play any cards. No, I'm going to keep all these. They're all really good cards. I just didn't have anything to play them on.
All right.
So my will has a arc in it.
Is that you?
That is me.
All right. So pulse turn 2 of round 2. Mm-hmm. Which of these Warjacks wants?
So you've got a charge on that Weaver.
Yeah. You've got the Ripper, but.
Yeah, this is the melee one back here.
Yeah. I mean, this is neural net. He's currently def 5.
He's def a bunch. He's def all of the def.
Yeah, he's def 5. Like, I don't really want to.
Is it model or unit, by the way? I can't remember what neural net's written as.
Unit.
Okay, so it doesn't give you bonuses for all the squads. It gives you bonuses for the squad.
This model gains a cumulative +1 def for each other friendly unit within 5 inches, up to a bonus of +3. Actually, I'm sorry. With him right here, he's actually def 1,000,000.
He's def +3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's def 6.
So he's def 6.
So he's not going
So
anywhere.
I probably wouldn't have gotten a very good hit on you with that card I wanted to play when I dove off there. But it was worth it for the epic, awesome action movie scene when I dive off the thing and punch you in the face, and then I sprain my ankle and nothing happens.
I will put an arc on him because he's going to go this turn. So Cypher cards, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play Displacement Index, target a friendly squad. They can move 3 inches. I'm going to use that to have this squad leapfrog around. Mm-hmm. And all get within an inch of this, with this guy staying in cover back here. So those two are within an inch.
Yeah.
Just a little extra layer of protection. Then...
Because, yeah, if you wouldn't have done that, I could have killed your Weaver with something and scored that right away.
Correct.
Nothing else was within an inch of it.
Let's just go to activations. I'm going to go with the jack first.
Yeah?
So let's
the
see.
neural net jack?
Yeah, the neural net jack. Let's go with the... It's got a battle...
You don't have another solo. Oh, no, you do have your engineer.
Yeah, I've got my mechanic over there.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the battle rifle first.
Are you shooting at my scourge?
I am.
My limping, hopping scourge?
I hit your scourge for a 3 with the battle rifle.
Okay, my def is 3. I rolled a 1.
Nice. So, battle rifle's POW 4. I beat you by 2. Your armor
4.
is 4.
Yep.
I will get you for another point.
Okay. Got 1 more hit point left.
So then I've got the flamethrower.
No, particle accelerator.
Oh, is it
That's the
particle accelerator?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was, when we were talking about it earlier, I was remembering that's the particle accelerator, trust me.
Okay.
It does have a weird gas tank on it, but it's the particle
So
accelerator.
that's POW 2, and you get 2 red dice for every 1 on it?
Yes.
So I'll go ahead and shoot you with the particle accelerator.
You're only rolling 1 red.
No, I've got an arc on him. And the particle accelerator.
Oh, yeah, it's for the attack roll, not the damage roll.
Yep, so I get 3.
Okay, I got my defense at 3, so I got to roll 3 or I'm dead. I did not roll a 3.
All right, so it's POW 2. I beat you by 1. No, nothing.
Oh, I survived. Barely.
Then the Talon rocket pod.
You gonna shoot my my peoples up here with that?
They're not charged.
They're not charged. They don't have stealth.
They do have
You're
cover.
also within 8 of me anyway, but I do have cover.
They're def what? 4?
They are def 3 baseline.
Yeah, I'll shoot this guy with the
middle
blast
one.
weapon. Yep.
That'll catch all the reavers because they're the closest thing. Oh no, that is a good roll.
I rolled a 7.
That's a good roll. Okay, I got 3 whites and 2 reds. And does it count as a dice drop if you punch the dice cam? Does any malfunction with yeah? Oh, one of those rolled out. Okay, I got a 4 so far. If this rolls a 3, don't hit me.
I beat you by 1.
Closest spot.
They're armor 2.
They're armor 2.
So that guy's dead.
Yep.
Then the blast
middle
damage
one is dead.
On these 2 is just the white dice.
Yep.
We'll do your favorite model.
My favorite model always.
Dead.
That one's dead.
And the other one off the side, punching themselves in the head with a chainsaw.
Oh, that's just
dead.
He's not punching himself. He's swinging it menacingly, like this.
Then
Can't see me on camera. That's too bad.
I will move because I want to.
My rolls have not been lackluster. My defense rolls have been perfectly fine.
So my Dusk Wolf's moving to here after the attack to basically ensure that
To super stack that objective with as much stuff as possible.
Correct. My bonus solo will be the mechanic.
Yeah. He's going to repair my scourge?
No, he's going to walk up with his fusion torch and try and finish off your scourge.
To boop me?
Yeah, I'm going to try and boop your snoot. I'm not within 8 right now, am I?
No.
No.
No, you're barely outside of 8, but you can walk up.
So I'll move there.
Yep.
And I'll try and hit you.
Okay.
So he's going to walk up. He's got a rat 3.
I don't have cover, so it's 3 on 3 because you're not charged.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
See, those aren't lackluster rolls. Those are adequate. Those are exactly what I needed. 100%.
Cipher number 2.
What's cipher number 2 going to be? Are you going to try to blast this scourge with an attack card, with a fury to try and kill it?
No, because I don't want you to resummon it. And it's got an active. Oh wait, you could take an activation thing off it, couldn't you?
I mentioned earlier I can take an activation token off a word.
I'm gonna malediction rubric.
Now in a normal game you wouldn't be all like, oh, but if I had this card in my hand, but
I'll cast malediction rubric through this weaver onto it.
Okay.
I got a 3.
I'm gonna roll 3 white dice because I don't have cover there.
Bum, bum, bum.
I rolled a 2.
Right, so
what does malediction do?
It removes any ciphers on you.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to just do is I beat you by 1.
Yeah.
Try and roll a 4.
You just want to blow me up.
Yeah, that'll do.
That's a 4.
Okay.
So he's no longer hopping with his sprained ankle. He's back in spaceship heaven.
I will now spend 2 arc off of this gate over here. I'm going to summon a weaver in cover, and I'm going to summon a hunter in cover, leaving 1 on it. Okay. Then I am going to put another gate down I have no models left to summon.
No, you've got everything on the table. This is what I did last week when we were playing 6-on-6. Is I had everything on the table.
Whatever.
But it's always safe. I mean, you've got a spare gate there, but only one arc on it. You could allocate an arc to bring a squad out if I murder something over here.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to put my other gate down because I'm feeling mostly... Oh, wait, you've got another thing over here.
I've got a gate there. So, yeah, you could put a gate down.
I'm going to put a gate here, and I'm going to put one on it.
Yeah, okay. And that way you have options.
I will draw 2. And it is your turn.
Okay, so I am first going to allocate to... I have 2 arc. I'm going to allocate to my Marauder, who's up there and can see. Does he want to jump off the platform? Be all. It
didn't work well last time.
It didn't work very well. He's got the same armor, so it's the same odds, same height, same everything. So my first card, I am going to. I'm going to try to instability equation. I only have 1 arc in my well.
You do.
But I'm still going to try to do this. I'm going to try an instability equation that gate through her.
Okay.
So she's got range 13.
Yep.
So that should be easily within range.
100%.
Her focus is 4 because all of the models, all the weavers in this first wave are 4. I have an arc.
I'm def 3 with cover.
You're def 3 with cover. So you got 3 whites and 2 reds. I've got 4 whites and 1 red.
Yes.
My attack roll is a 5.
It's way above average.
That's a real good roll.
It should have been a 3.
It should have been a 3.
Oh, I've got a
you rolled a 4
so far. I rolled a 6.
If that die would have stayed in, it was a blank over here. Okay, so that didn't work. But that was instability equation is the blast one.
Yeah.
So it could have hit the gate and blown out both those people, and then I would have been in control of this side of the board again. That would have been awesome if that would have happened. So
I agree.
So my activation will be, my Marauder will just walk to the top of this.
Okay.
Not gonna tough guy jump off that building.
Sure.
But he can see that squad. He can also see that stuff from up here. And he has strafe, so he might get up to 2 extra shots on something. I'd like to take out that gate still, but I think I'm gonna have to fire the gate and then hope I roll a 2 on the strafe and throw shots at both your solos.
Okay.
So let's do that. So I am rat 4 with a Marauder and a charge, so I get 4 whites and a red. I'm shooting at the gate first. I rolled a 3.
Good roll. You do your strafe roll. You do that.
Yep, do my strafe roll.
So you'll get
it's
no
0.
white.
This is the only thing I'm shooting.
Gate's fine.
And you rolled a bunch.
Woo.
So yeah.
Woo.
Okay.
Give you your Dark and Edgy activation token.
I do my Dark and Edgy activation token. So I've got this Reaver squad left.
Yes.
Who are charged, so they have stealth. It's not going to help if you get that hunter much closer to them because we're farther. We're outside of 8 right now, but not a lot. So I'm going to move. So he's about an inch away from that. This thing is about 3 inches tall.
So just jump back down the ladder.
So I'm going to climb down the ladder. So that's 4, and then 6 will get me to within an inch of this thing for cover, and then the other model will pop out here. And then they are going to try and shoot your Weaver, because your Weaver is the thing I'm most worried about, because those extra Furies that are basically free attacks are pretty cool. I'm rolling 3, right? Yeah, 3 in a red. And I don't have cover here.
Nope, I'm just def 4. So we're both rolling 4 dice. You just have a red.
I got a 1 on the first shot.
Okay.
You got
a
1. Too. And then my second shot is
much better.
A 4, way better.
I got a 3.
Okay, so I beat you by 1.
Yes. So I'm armor 3.
Yeah, nailers are power 3, and I beat you by 1. So I'm rolling the same thing I just rolled. I just need a 3. Oh wait, your engineer's wounded, not that one. I need a 6.
Yeah, you need a 6.
That's a 2. That's not even anything. And then I'm going to play Plexus Densifier on these models. So it's a squad. They have +2 armor and -1 speed. So now their arm is 4.
Okay.
And they're in cover against shots from this side of the table. And they're stealth against shots from that side of the table.
Sounds good.
And then I will summon the melee Scourge out of this gate.
Yeah.
So that gate collapses.
Okay.
And now I have 3 arc over there. this arc sitting on that gate is a thing, but I have to put another gate down this turn because you've got more models than me. I need to get...
I have no models left to summon.
I know, but
I've got my force on the board.
You have more stuff on the table, and I need to get back into the battle a little bit. So basically, he can just throw that straight down on the floor. So it's not going to really be close enough for cover and stuff. But that's about 5-ish. I'm going to put all of my arc on it because I have 3 in my well. So I'm just going to drop it all on there.
Okay.
All my arc is allocated. Do I want to discard a card? I don't. So I'm just going to draw 2. And then it will be your turn, and we'll go into the third turn of Pulse Round 2.
Yes. Okay. So, allocating arc. I'll put 1 on this hunter.
Cool. That way you could super spike, armor pierce, blow up my Scourge in 1 shot.
I'm actually not even worried about the Scourge.
Sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to put it. Cipher card 1, I'm going to play Null Collider through this Weaver onto your gate.
I don't know which card Arcane Synthesis is. The chat is asking about a card. Arcane Synthesis is charge a unit with any amount of arc. Gates are models, but they're not units.
Yep.
So you cannot Arcane Synthesis a gate.
I'm going to Null Collider through here onto your gate.
My gate, okay.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, I'm going to roll 3 whites and get a 3.
That seems par for the course.
That one didn't fall. It didn't fall. I rolled a 2.
All right, so you lose an arc.
Yep, so arc pops off.
And your armor 5.
I am armor 5 because I'm a gate.
Beat you by 1. Null Collider is POW 3.
So yeah, it's got a really good effect. Almost.
Close.
But I still have 2 on there, so I can still pull out a squad or a warjack or whatever.
So activations, I'm going to do this hunter. This hunter is going to move.
You forgot to remind me to dark and edgy activate my squad.
That's true. I can't get up there. I would really like to get up there.
I mean, on a long enough timeline, you can get up there. It could happen.
I would really like to get up there. All right, I'm going to shoot first. I will shoot the gate. Rat 6, 1 red. Oz, I have rolled a 5.
You're shooting my gate, you said, right?
Yes, with the hunter.
So 3 whites. You rolled a 5. I rolled a 2.
So I'll beat you by 3.
Sinistes? I don't understand people's names on the internet. Someone on the chat, whose name I probably just mispronounced, is asking if heavy jacks are allowed in skirmish scenarios.
Yeah.
Yes. Units are how you build the army, and a heavy jack is a unit. It just requires more arc to summon, so it's a little bit harder. If a gate is getting shot all out, it's never going to have enough arc to pop out a heavy.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm going to spike the arc on him to drop your armor to 4.
Okay.
For this damage roll.
Yep.
And I will take 1 off of you.
Okay, so that's 1 more. So I have 1 on that gate now.
Then I get to move 3 inches every time I shoot something.
Yep.
Then I get to move 7 as my normal move.
Yep. See, I said you could get to that. You could get up there if you tried hard enough.
Well, but I'm not up there.
I know.
So that was my bonus solo activation. What do I want to do with my normal activation?
Well, you got warjacks and squads. You got these 2 things right here, right? Everything else is activated?
Yeah.
Is that warjack going to go back that way and shoot my Scourge with its big gun?
So it's going to come here.
Okay.
I'm going to battle rifle the gate.
The gate, okay. Little machine gun on my gate.
I rolled
That's
a 4.
4. That's pretty good. I rolled a 4.
I'm going to rail gun the gate.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Okay. I got a 3.
Cool. He's done. Then cipher cards. What do I want to play? What do I want to play? Really want to get rid of that gate completely because I don't want you summoning anything.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
I'm going to velocity projector out of this Weaver into that gate.
Okay.
I've got more arc available now.
Yep.
So I'm going to roll this against your gate. Yeah! I rolled a
What did
4.
you, oh, you rolled a 4? Okay.
Yep.
I can roll a 4. I've done it
I'm
once
sure.
or twice. That is a 3.
All right, so
you got me by
slam
1.
you into this.
Yep, which gives you a red die on the damage.
Yep. So doot doot. And just looking for a 5
Just
to
looking for a 5.
blank this gate out of the game.
That's a 4.
Nope.
You did your best, but your best wasn't good enough.
I know. It just didn't work. I have...
Storm's Legion really wanted that gate to survive. Thank you for your I don't know, hopes and prayers.
So instead of... I don't have a gate to put down. Instead of summoning, I'm going to recall this mechanic.
Oh, okay.
So my
So
mechanic
now he's not damaged anymore.
comes back. And I will draw up to 5.
Cool.
All right, Oz, you go.
Okay. Okay. So when a Marauder's charged, you take their activation. You can take their activation token off at the beginning of your turn.
Yes.
And that is my only solo, so I'm going to do that. Makes sense. Does the Marauder want to walk over here and shoot down at that stuff, or do you want to keep pushing over here? I think he wants to go this way and shoot other stuff. So Arc, I'm going to allocate. I have 2 over here. I'm going to allocate 1 to that Warjack. I am going to. I really love for this card to work, but it didn't quite that time. So I'm speed 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to activate the Warjack first.
What you doing, little Scourging?
So
No.
4 inches gets him to, whoops, punches that thing.
No.
Gets him to about there.
Yep.
So then 2 inches is probably not quite within an inch of that gate. Probably not.
I'm going to need to turn you around, though, so that you are facing
Sure,
my Weaver.
sure.
And that my Weaver then spins around and is like, oh, God,
Tries
no.
to whack me with the staff.
No, not like this.
Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have, I have a range 2 on the Wrecking Claw.
Which are totally
I
within 2
didn't
inches.
realize that. Okay. So
I came in like a wrecking claw.
I'm going to fire my rocket launcher at that squad bro.
Okay.
So Rat 4 and a charge. This is the rocket pod, which is a blast weapon like you would expect. It's also range 12, so I easily have the range to there.
Def 3. What you got?
So I got a 3.
All right. Defense 3. I'm good to
You
go.
roll a 3. Okay.
But he still takes
Yep,
it.
he still takes the blast damage, and the rocket pod's blast damage is a 4. And their armor's 3.
Their armor is...
I got a 2. He barely survived. Okay, good.
This team has not moved from this point all game.
Oh, no, they've been dancing.
They danced,
They've
right?
been dancing.
They like shimmy out and they're like, brat, 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 brat. But they're like, hold the line, boys. Take a rocket to the face.
Hey, will you let me do some take backsies because I'm dumb?
Sure.
Okay, so I was thinking this card worked differently. So I'm playing Kinetic Accelerator on that model.
Yeah.
When the Warjack makes a melee attack during its activation, make a melee attack against each enemy model within the weapon's range.
Okay.
And it just lets you attack more often. So this is technically on that Warjack.
Okay.
But we're going to resolve it right away.
Okay.
I just completely forgot it wasn't make an automatic attack like this other card in my hand. So that was the rocket pod shot.
Yes.
Now the claw, which is range 2,
Which is
so
gonna
it
go
can
against
hit
both
the,
of
it can
them.
hit the gate also. So I'm gonna
Do you make these are all individual rolls, correct?
make a melee attack roll against each model. So I'm gonna roll on your gate first.
Gate first. All right.
So that's
you
a
got
3.
Well, congratulations.
So
'cause
many 3s.
My gate rolled a 2.
Okay.
What's your power?
So I have an arc on me, so I'm +1 POW on my claw, and my claw is normally a 4, so I'm a 5. So I need a white die, please. Thank you. And I need a 5 to knock this gate out. That is a more than 5.
Oh, my gate.
That gate is
My gate, no.
gone. And then I rolled most of those dice on your Weaver.
My Weaver.
I rolled a 3.
All right, let me take this because I'm defense 4, Coalition Weaver.
Good job. You survived that. Okay. So that just keeps working. So if there was still a target and stuff, then my other punches would be the same thing. So now I'm going to Force Rod you.
Oh.
Force Rod is repulsor, so when it hits you, it's going to knock you backwards.
Oh.
And you're going to take an extra big damage from running into that pile of garbage.
All right, Jennifer.
I rolled a 4.
All right, Jennifer.
Jennifer Such a non-sci-fi name. Whew. You rolled a 4. Whew. Could you please stop rolling exactly what you need all the time?
I refuse.
I'm going to shoot my nailer.
He's got more?
He's got the machine gun shoulder, yeah.
It's a light warjack. What is happening?
He's got so many things. The nailer's range is 10.
Are you going,
the gate's outside of 10.
Yeah, okay.
So I could either point blank shoot your Weaver, or I could shoot at that squad.
Yep.
That Weaver just keeps surviving.
Yeah.
It's real annoying.
It's the best.
I'm going to shoot the Weaver.
All right.
Okay, so I rolled a bunch. That is a 6.
Sure.
All the dice hit.
6.
Can you roll a 6 on 4 whites?
Easy game.
No.
3. So you beat me by 3.
So I beat you by 3. I am POW 5, so 5 whites.
I'm armor 3.
I have 3 reds in here. I should roll a 3, at least on the 3 reds, right?
Nah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I pulped that.
Jennifer, no.
Finally. Point blank machine gun shots always work, I guess. Okay, so that was so dark and so edgy.
One activation down.
So now I'm going to activate the Marauder.
Yep.
And the Marauder, I need to take out more of your models. One of the things the Marauder can do, it's almost like a Warjack, like we said earlier. It can make melee and range attacks in the same activation, but it has to get in range of things to attack with a melee. So the Marauder is going to, since the Warjack's over there, and the gate still technically exists, I'm gonna stomp my Marauder over to here. All coming to get you.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna open fire into, the squad hasn't activated yet, so I'm gonna shoot at that squad buddy. And that looks like 12, right? Yeah, that's only 10 at an angle, so we got that. So
how many shots?
I have a charge, so I get, my dice first are gonna be those dice, and my shots are gonna be 3. Nope, only 2 shots.
So you going into that guy and the guy
So I'm
behind
going into the 2 squad members.
Okay.
Or that, yeah. So the first squad is a 3.
And I don't have cover, looks like.
No, you don't.
I got a 2.
Okay. So have I hit with this gun yet? I forgot how, oh, it's POW 4.
Have I hit with this gun?
Same dice.
Have I hit with this gun?
That's a 0. Could you, on the chat, could you please witness my horrendously bad roll? That's a 0. Okay, so strafe shot into the hood back there. That is a 2.
Oh. Well, the hood will get a 5.
Ooh, the hood's like, can't shoot me, I'm dodgy. Okay, so activation token up there.
Yes.
Second Fury card.
Get it.
You know, I still have that make 1 melee attack against the target, so if that still would have super failed, I could have then still punched you 1 more time.
Sure.
And there's nothing for me to throw a Fury at over here because you're just too far away.
It's true.
Everything has an activation token, and it's the end of the pulse round, so that remove an activation token card doesn't do anything for me right now.
That is also true, yes.
This armor is going to go away too in a second. I have not put him out on the table yet, so we're going to put the Grafter out. And the Grafter,
well, hey, little buddy.
the Grafter cannot fit over this way and be within an inch of the gate. So the Grafter's going to...
Here, I get you this back.
Boop. Yeah, the Grafter's going to be at the bottom of that ladder.
Okay.
And then I have 2 arc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and summon a squad out of this gate.
Okay. This is the cheaty gate that we're allowing to go
This
within
is
an
the
inch.
cheaty gate because it's so cool
Yep.
being up there that, but the problem with this squad popping out of here
Yeah, I don't think you can get everybody within
is
an
that
inch of
they
it.
all can't fit. So the other model doesn't come out.
Oh.
So those models come out there. The gate would be there. The gate collapses when I do that. So the 1 squad member is just still on the ship, which means 2 of my squads are at strength 2, basically.
All right.
And then this squad is going to put down a void gate. Is this? Oh, that's my other void gate. I collapsed within 5.
Came in like
right
a
there.
and claw.
And then I'm going to put all of my arc on it. All 4 of my arc is now on that gate. And I only have 1 gate in play now. Do I want to discard anything? I want to discard this card and draw 2.
All right.
Okie dokie. So,
ready?
That's the end of the pulse round.
Hold on. So, we've made it to round 3.
We have. So my card goes away.
All the activation tokens.
Because of the end of the pulse round. You pulled that activation token off of my Warjack. That guy is standing on the Weaver, so I'll get it later.
Sure. All right. So final round.
Final round.
Everything is worth 3.
Everything is serious.
Everything is serious.
Serious face. No, not serious face. I never played any game with a serious face.
So I guess the first thing I'm going to do, let me get this activation token off this jack here. Put an arc on this jack.
It looks like the chat is basically just Travis and Faye right now, just talking. Tony, our Facebook chat's not visible anywhere. I mean, it's not the biggest problem in the whole world, but.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yep.
So I'm going to go with cipher cards. Cipher cards, cipher cards, cipher cards.
So somebody on Facebook, Jeremy Davis, says, the game, you can't think about attrition in this game the way you would think about it in a regular miniatures game. This is a lot more like a real-time strategy game on a computer, where you can send in a wave of things, and then some of them will die, and then other things will be right behind them coming in. So you're basically producing things almost like an RTS during the game.
I'm going to force barrier on this unit over here so they have cover for the rest of the pulse round.
Yeah, they always have cover. Okay, but cover doesn't work against melee attacks.
It does not. Then this jack is going to activate.
Where's that jack going to go?
It's going to go here.
It's +1 speed.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's speed 6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it gets in range to be able to secure this.
So yeah. So it's going to be really hard for me to dislodge you from either of these things. But I am the most on top of this one anybody could ever be.
It's true. I'm going to battle rifle your grafter.
Don't kill my grafter. He just showed up.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Well, he's probably safe. He's only def 3.
No.
Arm 3. Damage 2. I rolled a 1.
I'm going to railgun your grafter.
That's a better roll.
I got
That's
a 4.
I wish I could have put him in cover. I rolled a 3.
All right, I beat him by 1. Railgun's PAL 5. I'm going to spike
to drop my armor to 2.
To drop your armor to 2.
Okay.
How many hit points does he have?
He has 2. So you need to get a 4.
I got him.
You barely got a 4. I had never played with this guy before.
And you still won't.
He's been on the table, so I've technically played with him.
And you still won't.
Okay, so that was your Warjack.
Tony, I score 3. I'm at 9.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to go with this guy.
Your Weaver.
My Weaver.
It's on the table. That isn't the one I put every single attack I possibly could into over here.
I guess I'm just going to battle staff that gate.
Just going to punch my gate?
Yeah.
Just going to whack it with your stick?
And slam it 3 away.
Okay. Does the slam only work when you're charged, or does it always work?
It always works.
Okay. So you just always have like a little boop.
Yep. So I'm charged. Let me swing at a gate.
In my gate.
See if I can hit it.
What's your mat on this model?
3.
A 3?
He's got 3.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay.
You can't bop my gate. Gates are unboppable. Are you going to move that model after you did that swing?
And then, boop. Tony, I score 3 more. I'm at 12.
I feel like my chances of winning this game are very, very small. But we're going to see what happens.
Then I'm going to play no other cards. Well, I don't have another cipher card I want to play. I am going to summon out of this gate, and not within an inch of the objective, a Weaver.
Yeah.
This gate will collapse.
Yep.
And then I'm going to summon a gate off of this hunter under.
Up on that platform? You're just going to toss the gate up there?
And I'm going to put 2 on it.
Okay.
No cards to discard. I will draw up to 5. Your go, Oz.
Okay, so this is all going to work. It's going to be the most amazing thing that ever happened. The killer Cortex has the Relentless rule. When this model destroys one or more enemy models with a melee attack, after it's resolved, I can move 2 inches. So it's possible I might Pac-Man your squad to death. Now taking that Warjack out is probably impossible, but I might just eat that squad. What card am I going to play first?
It's a fine question. It could be anything.
It could literally be anything.
It could be a boat.
So I'm going to play a card on this squad.
Okay.
I'm going to play Displacement Index. Target friendly squad can immediately move up to 3 inches. So they're going to move 3 inches. I'm going to choose the lady to move. She's going to walk around to here.
Meowdy.
And then within 2 inches is pretty out there. I don't think this little squad all by itself can take out a Warjack and a squad member and a Weaver, but we're going to see what happens. So now my main thing is, do I activate that Warjack and the Marauder, or do I activate the squad and the Marauder?
There's also a Weaver over here that could do nothing.
There's also I could activate the Weaver as my solo and score those points, but I can do that at any. Well, no, you might be able to get somebody up that. You might just run the Hunter up the ladder to stand near that objective to keep me from scoring it.
Yeah, he's got 1 hit point. Alternatively, your Weaver could jump.
Oh, my Weaver could jump. Let me check this real fast. That's 5 inches.
Yeah.
I couldn't even survive a 4-inch fall. How am I going to survive a 5-inch fall with a Weaver?
You won't.
Weavers are arm 3.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I just said it was an idea. Like sometimes you're looking at the fight and you're like, we're not making out of this alive. So.
Okay, so I'm going to do this because it's cooler. Okay? So I'm going to activate the Scourge. I'm going to move my 6 inches, which gets me over to there.
Hello.
Hi, I'm a big robot. I have a giant crab claw. I don't like your face.
What are you attacking me with first?
I am going to first
I have cover against all your guns.
You do. I'm going to first punch. He's 2 inches away. The crab claw's range 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to punch that squad member.
Okay. Get it.
That's a 2 only.
Well,
that's only a 2.
Luckily, I rolled a 2.
One of these days, my dice are going to work. And I rolled 4 whites, right? Oh no! Dice falling on the floor. Dice falling on the floor. Oh. Okay.
We're up to 7.
This is the other thing that was going to be really, really cool.
Yeah.
So this was all going to work perfectly because I have that card that lets me attack with a Warjack.
Yes.
And the Force Rod boops you.
Yeah.
So I was going to get that guy, move 2 inches, get another guy, move 2 inches, play that card, boop you away.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work like that now.
No.
Because I missed that attack because I rolled poopy.
But on the bright side, death is soon.
Sure. I mean, eventually. So I will Force Rod that squad member.
Jimmy?
Jimmy, why not? I got a 5 on that one.
5 on 3 whites?
5 against 3 whites.
Watch this.
You got this. You got this.
Hold my Diet Coke.
Oh, 3. Okay, so PAL +1 and beat you by 2.
Yeah, I'm only armor 3.
You're the most dead you've ever been in your entire life. Okay, so that lets me move 2 inches.
Yeah. But that was the guy that got null rotted, right?
Yes, that guy got null rotted. So he got bumped into that conveyor belt and took an even bigger hit.
Oh.
So yeah.
Got turned into paste?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I rocket pod your Weaver. Am I 2 inches away from your Weaver? Did I move within 2 inches of your Weaver?
That's probably yeah.
I'm gonna not do that.
Okay.
Because that guy within 2 inches? It's very close, but I can't tell by looking at it. It looks like
that guy is.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
okay.
he's out.
Okay, so if I rocket pod your Weaver, it'll catch the Warjack, but it won't catch anybody else. Okay. I just didn't want it catching me. Okay, and most importantly, is the Weaver does not have cover like the squad does.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, rocket potting my Weaver.
Rocket potting the Weaver.
Defense 4.
Got a 4.
That's okay because I rolled a 5. I got a 3.
Okay. So same dice as I just rolled because I'm PAL 4 plus 1.
I'll take a point.
4, so 1 point of damage.
Woo!
Your Warjack is going to take the blast damage roll of just 4.
He's armor 4.
Armor 4, so I got to roll a 4 to do any damage.
No.
That's a 0.
Yeah.
So even if that was the best roll ever, it wouldn't do anything.
On a D20.
I have the Nailer, so I'm going to try and finish off the Weaver with my Nailer,
Okay.
which is 4 whites and a red. So machine gun to your face. That's a 3.
Boop. I got a 3.
That's exactly a 3.
It was.
For a second, I was like, this is going to hit, and then it rolled over as a super strike. I still have that make a melee attack with a Warjack for free, so I'm going to do that because why not? But I have to activate a solo first. I think I'm going to activate the Marauder because I do think I can take out whatever runs up, and anything that spawns, deploys, will have to come out down there because it isn't within an inch of this platform.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or actually, it'll probably pop up underneath over here.
I know, but I mean, you can't come out on the platform from down here.
Yeah.
So your hunter can run up there. I can maybe take your hunter out with all the models that are there, and then I can score that turn. So I think I do the Marauder next. The Marauder just kind of wants to shoot into the squad again. And you still don't have cover. So the Marauder's just going to stand there. Unless he wants to hero landing off that platform and come down and get you.
You should always
But
hero
that
land.
never works. So he's going to be the smartest, most hesitant Marauder ever.
The smartest, most hesitant Marauder ever.
Yes.
Okay.
So I get 4. My rat is 4. I'm going to strafe, so I'm going to roll a 1, so I get 2 shots. So the guy with the blue hair, that's a 5.
Not blue hair Jimmy.
I thought it was Jimmy over there I just murdered.
That's why it's blue hair
They all
Jimmy.
can't be.
I got a 2.
You got a 2, and I got a 5?
Yeah.
So I beat you by 3.
That is also true.
Oh, blue hair Jimmy, you're so gone.
Oh, blue hair Jimmy.
And then I'm going to shoot into the hood behind with my strafe shot, and that's going to be a 5.
Woo.
My dice are working. You're going to roll a 5 on 3 whites.
Oh, that's Carlos. Carlos, no.
So I beat you by 3 on that one.
Yeah.
Dice on the, no, that's, yeah, I don't need to reroll that. Okay. Then the Marauder is going to move.
Okay.
He's going to jump off.
Hell yeah. 4-inch drop.
Yep, 4-inch drop.
I'm gonna roll this.
Speed 5. Right there. Take his charge with him.
Okay.
What are you rolling? What do you got over there?
4 whites
You
against
got-
your armor 4.
Armor 4.
Take a point.
Shoot! Every time. Every time. You know it's you have a little bit better than average chance of rolling 4 on
Listen.
4 white dice.
War games are easy.
Dice rolling
Just
is
roll good.
dice rolling is just how it works.
Who needs strategy? Just use luck.
Okay.
That's worked in history.
It has.
Always.
So he can't do anything else. He sprained his ankle real bad because that's just what my models do. They just hurt themselves. They jump out of things. It hurts real bad. Okay, so do I want to play? I want to play that punch you in the face card just to get rid of another one of your members of your squad over there. I do. So we're going to play Annihilation Vector. Warjack can immediately make 1 melee attack against an enemy model within 1 inch. If it hits, you suffer damage roll, blah, blah, blah. It causes kinetic damage if you had some way to block that. And you would suffer system failure if you were a Warjack. So he's gonna claw you.
This one?
Claw the hood, yeah.
You're gonna claw the hood? Okay.
I rolled a 5.
All right. I rolled.
You
A
rolled a
4.
4. For a second, I thought you were gonna pull off a 5 on those dice.
I was thinking about it.
Okay, so I only beat you by 1, but my POW on my claw is +1 when I have arc on me, so it's a 5. So I got at least a 3. That guy's also
Oh no!
chomped.
The hood.
And the model destroys the enemy model. It is not during my activation, so I can move 2 more inches up to there. I will activate that model because I didn't do that earlier. I did activate the Marauder token-wise. Oh, this is a thing.
Oh, we're going over 2 hours this time for sure.
Okay, so I drew a card, but I'm not going to do the card thing yet because I take the rest of my turn. So my grafter's going to come back out.
Yep.
Within an inch of this gate. That cost me 1. My weaver is going to come out within an inch of that gate, and that's going to cost me 1.
I like it.
And then my other scourge, my shooty spray scourge, is going to come out near the gate, and that's going to cost me 2. So I also have all of my models on the table. So there. My new gate will be off of this squad member, I think. Do I want to bring one? I don't really want to bring one out over here. Oh no, that ladder just fell on that grafter's head. Jordan, I didn't break your models, I promise. They were broken when I got them. They're not broken at all. I'm just covering all my bases. Put that gate there, charge it with, I got nothing. I'm just gonna charge it with 2. I'm gonna keep 2. And then I'm gonna shuffle my deck because I drew my last card. And I need 1 more. I am finished.
Woo!
You
turn 2 of pulse round 3
of the last pulse round. Well,
All
no,
right.
if we play real fast, we got 6 minutes until noon, and we did not start exactly at 10. So this game has not gone.
I'm going to allocate an arc to the neural net guy over here.
2 arc.
Yep.
He's speed 7 now.
No, that's well, yes, but he's not going anywhere.
The Duskwolf always has that rule.
For my Cypher card, I'm going to play Aggression Theorem, and he gets to make a ranged attack immediately. I'm going to fire the rocket at
the Marauder?
the Grafter.
Oh, it's a Grafter. You know, I would like to use one of those Grafter's rules one of these times.
I understand.
I mean, be cool.
It's good to... No.
Be cool.
No. It's,
oh, I forgot. You're not cool.
No, not at all. I'm like the least cool person on the planet. It's good to want things.
Yeah.
Your Grafter, I hit for 4.
For 4. My Grafter's defense is 3, and there is no cover in that situation.
No.
Come on, Grafter. You're still going to take the blast damage if this is a 4. I
beat him by 1.
Oh, it was rocking like, it was like almost there. Beat him by 1.
Beat him by 1. What's his armor?
His armor's 3.
He's got 2 health?
He's got 2 health.
So he'll take a point.
Okay, so he's not dead.
Then blast damage.
The Grafter. So he's almost touching the Weaver, so it's the 1.
Yeah.
And then the Marauder's the other one.
Okay, so on the
You're going to
Weaver,
blow this Marauder up.
The Weaver takes
Weaver
nothing.
takes a 0.
And then
the
armor
Marauder's
4.
a 4 and has 1 hit point. I mean, it has 1 damage.
We'll go ahead and kill the Marauder with a 6.
That's not...
I thought you said it has 1 hit point left.
No, it has 1 hit point on it.
Got it.
I meant to say it has 1 damage, and I accidentally said hit point.
Got it. So it takes 1.
So yeah, so you did a 2nd damage to my Marauder with that amazing roll.
Okay. So now activations. This Weaver is going to move.
You're going to boop my Warjack?
Well, yeah, but I also need to get in position first. So I'm going to move around so that I'm within an inch of the objective. Because previously I'd been summoned there and wasn't actually contesting.
You couldn't be near the objective. Because we're playing all these objectives by the actual rules by the scenario.
Yes.
But I do encourage people, if you've played, like we've played this scenario 3 times, always take into account the scenery and other tweaks if you want to play around with scenarios. If it's not in a tournament setting, you control all the rules of the scenario. And I really like the fact that we're fighting over this platform because it's amazing, because it bends space and time.
It also looks awesome.
It also looks really awesome.
I'm going to try and boop your Scourge.
Boop it. Ooh.
I got a 1.
You got a 1. I have def 3, right? Yep, def 3. Oh!
Tony, up to 8, please.
I'm blaming Corona. I rolled a 0. I'm blaming the coronavirus for my clumsiness. Is that a symptom? Is clumsiness a symptom? I don't think it is.
The thing is, I can't slam you.
What you should be doing, by the way, Tony, is you should have my dice drops and Hungerford's dice drops, and we should play this like golf. Less dice drops wins. But you haven't tracked that, so.
And I can't slam you because you're bigger than me.
Oh, okay.
But
it does have equal. Did you hurt me at all?
No.
Okay.
No, God, no.
I didn't know if you rolled real good. I didn't look at it. I was busy talking to Tony.
My bonus, that was my bonus solo activation.
Yep.
So now I'm going to go with the actual Jack. So first shot is going to be a rocket pod onto the Grafter.
Okay, of course. Every time.
That's
a really good roll.
I got an 8.
That's a real good roll. Can I roll an 8 on 3 whites? I'm not sure about the math on that. I rolled a 2.
So I beat you by 6.
So you get a bunch of red dice. I'm guessing the grafter's gone forever. You did. You rolled a bunch.
So now
same thing.
on the Weaver.
Marauder and Weaver.
So Weaver's armor 4.
Weaver's armor 3.
Okay. The Weaver takes nothing.
Weaver takes nothing.
And then the Marauder takes nothing.
But you could have rolled a 4 on that Marauder and gotten rid of him.
Particle gun on the Marauder. I've got 2 on me, and it's the particle gun, which gives me 2 for every on it.
Are you rolling your rat though?
I am now.
Okay, cool. Because his POW is 2.
So on the Marauder, I got an 8.
That's a really good roll. I have a def of 2, and I'm not in cover. So here we go. Max dice. Boxcar. Nope, 1.
All right, so I beat him by 7.
Do you have enough? You need one more?
Yeah, one more to do it.
Okay.
It's only POW 2. Yep. So we'll get him.
He's gone.
He's gone forever.
He's burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
His activation and his arc comes back to me.
Then I will shoot the battle rifle. I guess at the Weaver.
The Weaver has cover. She's behind that ladder from there.
That's fine.
So she's def 3 with 2 reds. I need an extra red whenever you got a chance.
There you go.
Thank you.
So 2 reds on me. I will hit her for 4.
Okay.
She's probably gonna dodge this.
I hope. She got a 3. She didn't dodge it. She's taking something. Armor 3.
Armor 3. 2 health, right?
2 health.
So I just need a 6. There's a 6, so we'll just kill her.
You guys, you saw that, right? You saw that 3 super strikes in one roll. Dice. I love dice so much. They're the best thing ever.
This guy doesn't have the null rod, right?
That guy is the all guns except for the claw. He's got the null rod.
Okay. I'm gonna move.
Or the force rod, technically.
I'm gonna move and stand on top of this.
Okay.
So he's done.
Yep.
Then, for my next trick.
Your def is still +2. There's still 2 units there.
Yeah.
It's pretty serious.
For my next trick, I am going to play Recall Initiative and recall this unit.
Yeah. That squad's gone.
Then I'm going to go to my summoning phase. I'm going to spin 2 from this gate.
And that squad's going to pop out of that gate?
The squad, so the first person's going to show up here, about an inch away, like right there.
Yeah.
That should be good. And then the next one's going to show up.
The other side of the ladder?
Yeah, basically the other side of the ladder.
Yep.
Here and here, right? I mean, this one actually doesn't even matter where they go.
Yeah, they can be on the side. Because, the way squads move, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I'm going to pick this gate up first.
Yep.
Just get them in there.
Yep.
Then I'm going to drop a gate.
Within 5 of the table edge? Or are you going to drop it off of one of these warriors over here?
You just go here. And I'll put 2 on it.
Okay.
And I will draw up to 5, which means I have to do a reshuffle. And it's your go, Oz.
Okay. So I've got 3 arc to play around with. So here's the question. I have 2 more turns.
You do.
I am way behind on points. I'm not going to win. But what can I do just to mess with you? So I'm probably going to activate this Warjack. But you took out 3 of my solos in that last turn. So I have no solos around here to activate. I would really like this squad to do something. So they might go, because they have an arc on them. But I can't activate that Warjack and this squad. I can only activate that solo. She's got a spray. She could like do a crazy flip off the thing. And I have to activate something over here before those guys run up the ladder on me. So let's give her an arc. Okay. So this is an arc. I'm going to put it up here.
On the Weaver?
On my Weaver.
Okay.
She's going to first attempt to cryo lock your squad.
Okay.
So I've got 2 arc in my well.
I think I do have cover from this
angle.
You
do because you're below me through that platform. So I've got 4 whites and 2 reds, and you've got 3 whites and 2 reds.
Yep.
So all I have to do though is hit you with this, and that is a 3 because that's all I can roll this game.
I got a 3.
And you roll a 3, so I missed. So I did not cryo lock you. So, but she can still end her activation there and score that. She's gonna.
Ooh, I've drawn some interesting things.
She's gonna go ahead and shoot a spray at you. She can only spray this guy. She
Okay.
can't see anybody else, and the spray doesn't cross anything else because of volumes. So she is, I believe, Rat 3 with 1 arc.
Okay.
You don't get cover.
I'm just def 3.
I rolled a 3 again. I'm rolling 3s real consistently this whole game. But you have always been rolling.
I rolled a 4.
Also the things I've been rolling. So that didn't work. I scored that. Tony, I got 3 more points. I'm at 6.
He's at 6.
Look at that. Look at all my points. They're amazing.
Look at my points. My points are amazing.
Okay, and then I'm going to do the Vassal Reavers, I think. Do I want to do that?
Okay.
I was going to spike with a grafter to put a model back in their squad.
Your dark and edgy activation token is already
It's
under
still,
her.
it's still under that other guy, so yeah. My Warjack could do things. I'm gonna save this card for my next turn. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna activate the squad. They're gonna move. I'm gonna choose this model to move.
Okay.
So. She's going to go all the way up in there as close as possible, which will let me put somebody on the other side of you because your base is about 2 inches wide. So like that.
Okay.
I think. What does this card I'm going to play say? Yes. Okay, that works. So they have an arc. He's gonna smack your Weaver.
Okay.
My mat is 3 and I'm charged, so I get those. I got a 4.
And I got nothing.
0.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, the fusion axe is POW 5
I'm armor 3.
and 4 reds. That seems
bad.
That seems like I might
Seems real bad.
saw you right in half.
I don't like it.
So
No,
that's a bunch.
I just want you to come back to me, Weaver. Thanks.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at the squad member back there, just in case you have a card that brings members of squads back.
Okay.
Maybe I'll roll just as good as I rolled last time. So only 3 whites and a red, and that's a 3.
All right. And this time I got a 1.
A 1.
Bum, bum, bum.
So 5 whites and 2 reds, and I need a 3 to chainsaw you. I did. I chainsawed you. So activation token on that squad. So that was my solo of my squad. I did not score this because I did not take out your Warjack.
Correct.
I'm going to play Interdiction Protocol on this Warjack.
Okay.
So friendly warrior models within 5 inches of it get +2 cover. So that brings their, +2 def, sorry. I don't know why I said cover. So that brings their def up to 5.
Okay.
That card is for later. I don't know if I want to put a gate anywhere because I could put a gate 5 inches away from here or 5 inches away from there, and I get 1 more turn.
You do.
So whatever pops out of that gate won't matter. It's too far away from everything. The only thing it would matter for is if I had a... No, I can't play cards to move things because it happens afterwards. So yeah, I'm not going to put a gate down.
Okay.
I am going to summon, though, a Marauder over here.
And that jack hasn't gone yet, right?
This jack is not activated. That one has activated, and now the Weaver is activated, and the squad is activated. But last time I activated my Marauder and my Warjack, and you blew it up. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put out... Do I want to put out a Grafter, or do I want to put out a Weaver? So Grafters do a bunch of really interesting stuff, but I'm going to do a Weaver. I'm going to do the Weaver in this kind of covery area.
Okay.
So she's going to maybe get cover from everything. And that gate's going to collapse. And I am going to draw 2 cards.
It's the final turn.
It is the final turn.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to put an arc on this jack. The first
He has
cipher
3 arcs.
I'm going to play is remove an activation token from a jack.
I like it.
He can go again.
Yep.
Then I'm going to.
Is he going to missile these guys to missile himself, but maybe kill all of them? That'd be amazing.
I actually am thinking about just killing the Marauder, because that's way more important to me.
Sure. Now, the Marauder is a warrior model, so he's got +2 def. He's def 4 now.
Yep. I am going to fire.
All these solos are, and everybody, all the warriors are within 5 of them.
I'm going to fire the rocket pod.
Yeah. If you shoot
at
the Marauder, you could possibly hit the Weaver. Okay, def 4 on that Marauder. Come on, def 4. I've never needed def 4.
I got a 3.
Got 3.
Oh, you should be able to dodge that.
I did. Yeah. I got a 5.
I'm going to shoot the particle.
So blast still hits the Marauder.
Oh,
you might still get me because 4 white dice.
Yeah,
you might still do a damage.
You're right. You're right.
That doesn't count as a dice drop, by the way.
No, it doesn't.
Stay on the table.
No.
You didn't. That was a 0.
All right. Particle accelerator, which should give me 6 reds.
Yes, it's 2 per charge. So
onto the Marauder.
Okay. Def 4. Come on, def 4. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I can get 8 on these dice. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
It's possible.
It's totally. Well, I got a 1.
So I beat you by
7.
7. So I need to drop that and this, and then your armor's 4.
My armor's 4, and I have all my hit points.
That's even.
So you need to get a 12 to take me out.
All right. So I've already done 2 so far.
No, that 2 was on the last Marauder.
Oh no, I'm saying I've already done 2 with this roll.
Okay.
How does that even happen?
Potato.
Take 2.
Okay, I took 2.
And then I will battle rifle the Marauder.
Just gonna machine gun me?
Yeah.
See if you can take me out?
No reason not to.
I don't mind the Marauder drawing all this fire, because it means I have more models on the table.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, 6. 6. I can do this. Oh,
Awesome.
oh. I'm gonna. Nope. No. 4. That was pretty good.
Beat you by 2.
Yep.
Looking for a 4. That'll do.
You did. Okay. So that Marauder's gone again. But he was a bullet magnet. He absorbed all that fire.
So my bonus solo will be this hunter?
Yep.
Question mark?
You're gonna run to the top of the thing and knife me?
No.
You were gonna.
I've never really been concerned with trying to score this.
Sure.
It was always mildly impossible to me.
Yeah.
Can I even get
These guys still have stealth.
Yeah, can I get a line on that Weaver? I don't think
This big engine thing is probably a lot in the way.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Yeah.
So my hunter is going to go 5 up and then 2 over and then fall and take 5.
Oh, yeah?
So he goes up
And
he dies. He just
nosedives?
He just runs up the ladder and backflips off
the ladder? Okay.
Cipher cards.
Is that so you can resummon it over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm literally.
That's as good as a recall card. Just find a large cliff and jump off of it. It'll be fine.
I will. Oh, that was the other thing. If you don't mind, I was going to move.
Oh, sure.
A scooch closer, like here.
Yeah, whatever.
Still on the objective.
You didn't move at all.
I'm going to play Annihilation Vector. Target friendly Warjack. That Warjack makes a melee attack against any model. If it hits, it causes system failure.
You're going to do it on that one? Because this one doesn't have any melee weapons. That one's the Ripper. This one's all guns.
Yeah, you still make a melee
Oh,
attack.
you still make it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if it required a melee attack.
It does not.
A melee weapon.
And the POW is
He's
equal
going
to
to try
strength.
and punch me and system failure me.
Yep.
Okay.
So I've got 3 arc on me. I got
good.
3. I got a 6.
Pretty good. I can get a 6. I can get a 1. Same.
Strength on a Dusk Wolf is 4.
Okay.
So I beat you by 5.
You beat me by 5.
Your armor is
My armor is 4.
4.
And my light warjack.
So I will do 1, 2. I'll
Just
do
2?
2 points.
Because you didn't roll because this didn't hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then system failure.
Yep.
1 through 3 is melee. 4 through 6 is ranged. I believe. Either way, that's what I can't remember which way it is. But
yeah.
1 through 3 is melee.
The chat couldn't. Travis couldn't remind us.
So it can't make any of its gun attacks.
Okay. No gun attacks. Which that's the shootier one.
Then I'm going to not place a gate because it doesn't matter, and I'm going to summon 2 solos. I'm going to summon, and obviously not with an inch of that.
Yep.
A hunter
And a weaver.
Go with with the...
The engineer?
No, we'll go with the Weaver.
Okay.
They'll both pop up here.
No gate?
No gate.
Okay.
All right, Oz, you have 1 turn to score both of these.
And I'm guessing by the math, it still won't... Wait, you have... Tony, you took our scores away. I have 6, you have 12, right? If I could somehow score both of these...
You would tie the game.
I could tie. I do have a Weaver over here. But I can't hit this Warjack. Did I draw? I don't have the Fury that slams. If I had the Slam Fury, I could try to knock your Warjack away and then go for that one. And that one's easy because I can bop you off and murder the other thing. So we're going to go for that one over there.
Okay.
So I'm going to allocate an arc to that model, so now he has 2. I'm going to play this card I've had the entire game, the Impulse Inducer, which removes his activation token.
He can go again.
Uh-huh. He is going to shift ever so slightly before he goes to get within an inch of both those models, because I don't think that was quite an inch.
Okay.
He's going to Force Rod your Dusk Wolf. So I am mat 4 and 2 arc.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and bop you away from the thing. I rolled a 4, which is above my average of 3 this game. How many? You got 3 dice?
3 dice.
Okay. So I mean, 4 on 3 dice is not completely.
See, this is why I play
question.
Iron Star Alliance, because if you knock me away, I just walk back.
Yeah, sure. But it would still let me. The more important thing is I get to score this.
Wow.
That's a 0. So this is the Force Rod. It's only POW 3. So I take a white die out of there. But I get 4 reds on you with this. And you're armor 4, right? Because you're a light war drag. 1, 2, 3, 4 exactly.
It takes a point.
More importantly, though, equal or smaller size base before damage is rolled, you're slammed D3 away. I mean, sorry, 3 away. So you actually you hit this thing because I didn't stand on top of this.
Do you want to move a little bit?
I forgot that was there.
There you go.
So I go there. That shoves you. Do you touch the edge of the tabletop?
Oh, I do touch the edge of the tabletop, meaning I'm instantly destroyed.
I murder you. I shove you off this infinitely high platform. You are gone forever. And then I turn menacingly towards your Weaver who's wounded, and I click my crab claw a couple of times.
Weirdo.
That's not weird. That's like horror movie 101. Okay, so 3 whites, 2 reds. Oh wait, sorry, 4 whites, 2 reds. Crab claw. That's a 5.
5?
5.
Easy game.
Not a 5. That's a 2. So I beat you by 3. Crab claw is POW 5, or actually POW 6 with that double arc on me. So I get all these dice.
Good luck rolling a 4. I mean 3.
A 3. I did. Hey, I can move 2 more inches. I'm staying on top of the objective. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I walk into the goo. I don't. Okay. So that was that model.
Does your Weaver try and do anything?
My Weaver can do something. My Weaver has a spray all the time. So my Weaver is going to move through here.
Okay.
And she is going to use her weird Orb of Doom to spray you and not hit any of my own models.
Okay. Who are you spraying? The.
It'll hit both of them.
All right.
So I'll roll on the Weaver first. I'm only rat 3 and I have no arc on me. So good luck, my dice.
That was.
The dice touch each other.
Oh, we can do that now? No, that's fine. That's fine. Hold on then. Okay, so far I have a 1. So
it's a dexterity game. You didn't know dice were dexterity.
Oh, I still got a 2 anyway.
You still got a 2. Okay, so I missed that one. But on the Hunter.
That makes this game a lot more complicated.
On the Hunter, I got a 4.
Okay, on the Hunter, you got a 4?
Yep.
So that's okay, because on the Hunter, I got a 1.
Okay. So the POW on her psychokinetic hood is 4. So 3 whites. I mean, 4 whites, 3 reds.
Oh, he did.
Exploded.
He did.
Exploded. Okay, Weaver.
Oh, Tony. Oz went up to 9.
I did score again, but I don't have a Fury card, so there's no way I can get rid of that
And
Warjack.
you have to in your activation.
And I would have to also activate there.
Which means
that you told me to win.
The game is over.
You told me to win, and I didn't. I didn't do it despite you.
You were supposed to tie it. Social distancing, good game?
Are we?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Elbows? Are your elbows
Good
clean?
game.
Yeah. Okay. Good job.
Well,
I had a whole bunch of geometrics in my hand at the end of the game, which was not going to help me.
Me too. I had a bunch of harmonics and geometrics. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out for a full,
Yeah.
top to bottom skirmish game of Warcaster. We hope that you
With
enjoyed it.
Continuum even.
With Continuum. Don't forget, today's the last day of the Kickstarter. In fact, we've only got hours left in the Kickstarter.
I'm going to check. I'm going to check live.
If you've been on the fence, now is your last chance to go to kickstarter.com/project/privateer/press/Warcaster.
Okay. My phone says there are 11 hours left, and we're at 423, 627.
We can get to 450, y'all.
So yeah, 450 is the next target of excitement that we are looking for.
Let's get to 450. Thank you for everyone who's back so far. Thanks for hanging out and watching. We will see you all later. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we will talk to you next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Maybe we won't talk to them next week. Maybe somebody else will play games next week.
No.
Maybe it'll be like Tanner and Faye and Jeff and Lauren playing guys.